arrived at the final phase. The winner of this match will take the final spot among the victors. Give it up for a long-time contender and first-time finalist.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies. Anything can happen here. There's something in the depths of this place that feels familiar, yet also foreign.
The pilgrimage is not merely a trial to determine the strongest among us, but also a stage upon which to showcase your individual growth.
The purpose of the pilgrimage is not only to select strong warriors, but also to collect contending fire from the battles. Natlan is only safe from the invasion of the Abyss, while the sacred flame burns eternal.
Guess I'll have to wait until the next pilgrimage. I'm still not sure why our YUP chose me of all people.
It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe to finally repel the Abyss. Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years, only able to be reversed little by little.
Our current Archon achieved an overwhelming victory. The result was obvious from the beginning. I really want to win this time and become a true warrior!
But through our long history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things aren't quite so simple. The Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom, and has the capacity to read the memories of this land at any given moment.
Going there, the Night Kingdom?
Only those who triumph over the Abyss earn the right to be revived. Defeat not only means death, but also the destruction of your ancient name, preventing it from ever being inherited again.
You heard something from here, didn't you?
Kinich, what is the meaning of this?
Only one way to awaken you all from your willful blindness. More sacrifices must be made.
You'll die if you try to make your way forward. Why don't you just give up?
You want to know why I won't give up?
I should have died 5 years ago. Take me as your next sacrifice!
Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. No! Why can't I find him? Why?
Every great display of power comes at a price.
We'll never make it!
That is the tragedy of your short lives. You understand nothing of all-encompassing power.
We shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its impending doom.
What use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan.
People like us. Let our blades do the talking!
cat's tail. Ah, what a nice surprise.
Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards! It is time to see what you are made of! With sword comes shadow! Go as one!
Hello, travelers! Rev up those engines like that lawnmower outside because we are here for the North American Cat Gathering Season 5, 2024. My name is Leah, also known as Windflower Leah, and I'm here in person with this guy.
Yeah, hello, welcome. You are here at the home of Invocation Academy, of course. This is Blep. Welcome. Yeah.
Otherwise known as Leah.
What do you mean otherwise?
Learners of...
Yes, of course, the Learners
Academy.
of Invocation Academy.
Yeah.
Welcome everyone to
LIA.
the home where it all happens. But yeah, we are in person live, which is actually really exciting. This is the first live Cat's Tail Gathering stream ever. Because every single other one has been remote. So yeah, we are in person. You may hear some background noise. That is unfortunate timing. Hopefully that is not too loud. Oh, we're saying happy birthday in chat already.
Wait, by the way, I can read chat, which is very interesting, but thank you. It's not my birthday. It was actually his birthday, so make sure you're saying happy birthday to this guy instead. But we are going to be getting into some interesting games. Spoiler alert, it looks like the stream is going to be 3 hours long, so you're in for a lot of content here.
Yeah, let's dive right into it. So let me bring this up. Okay.
The Cat's Tail Gathering is a Genius Invocation TCG.
It was buffed. Whoa! Something went wrong. This is great. Okay, whoa.
By the way, so the home of Invocation Academy are not professional production team.
God.
It's just
okay.
We're professional casters, not.
Okay, let's try that. Let's try that one more time with feeling. Hang on, let me.
With feeling.
Once more with feeling.
Okay. The Cat's Tail Gathering is a Genius Invocation TCG competition organized by the Genshin Impact Tavern community and authorized by Hoyoverse. The tournament is hosted on Asia, Europe, and America servers. You guys already know all this, right? You studied for the test. Anyway, so there was a preliminary stage and grueling, like a week long of like 35 matches, right?
Yes.
So the top 16 from that go on to the knockout stage, and then they play single elimination bracket until we determine the top 4, and then we watch the top 4 destroy each other on the finals here. So first place is going to take home $1,000. We should also be seeing the third place match as well. So it is 600 for second, 300 for third, and 100 for fourth.
Yeah, not quite as big prizes, of course, as Prince Cup, because we did have our 2 Prince Cups this patch as well, which we were just at, Prince Cup Atlantic and Pacific.
Yeah, I was at Pacific.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, you were just rubbing it in. Yeah, Lydia was able to go to both events. If you haven't checked out that coverage, highly recommended. The Prince Cups this year were amazing.
They were amazing, and the points did reset for seasons 3 through 5. However, I'm not sure if we've gotten a leaderboard yet for the next series showdown, so there's a chance we're not gonna have anything like that happening for this year at least. Hopefully next year we'll be seeing the Prince Cups return again, but according to how you place in each season of Cat's Tail Gathering, you will get Serious Showdown points, and that's how you get invited to the Serious Showdown, which feeds into the Prince Cup tournament. So there's your infographic about how that works.
Yes. Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see what these points line up to. Obviously, nothing has been announced. If you want to keep an eye for announcements, please follow Tavern, the Discord server there, and also the Astro Carnival socials on Twitter and all of those things. But here are the matches we'll be watching.
Yeah, here are the matches. So we're going to start with the third place match. It will be Adora versus DiaDV. I wonder who that player is. Match 2, also known as our finals, will be Zero Mayo?
Omeo, I think.
Omeo. Versus Proxy.
We might need clarification on that. Someone can correct us.
Proxy is hunting the invaders while being an invader himself.
Yeah, of course, DiaDV, no doubt DVD.
DVD,
yeah,
whoa.
who actually
Isn't that a Prince Cup player?
It is, yeah, and actually, you know, I did forget to shout him out, but he did qualify for the top 8 of Prince Cup Atlantic, but was not able to make that event, so unfortunately, but seemingly making it up by being here for our 3rd place match.
Yeah, I mean, 3rd place in the North American finals. I think he's a EU player.
Generally, yeah.
Same with Proxy. I think he's an EU player. But, you know, this is the North American Catskills Gathering finals, so I'm not sure about Adora and Omeo, actually.
Yeah, Omeo, you might have seen him on the leaderboards. I've tuned into him a couple of times as well. Very strong player. I think he was playing Conwell in the last patch, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of Whale today as well.
You mean Kuching?
Yes,
Kuching had 100% ban rate in
Whale
the Pacific
is,
Prince Cup tournament.
Whale is nothing compared to our the almighty Kuching.
Anyway, you can see our bracket here for the top 16 of the Season 5 2024 North American Catskills Gathering fight. That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
You can see how some people progress and then were unfortunately knocked out. Very curious about the World Level 3 person here. I wonder.
Pretty typical, I think, leaderboard these days. I mean, you know, it's really, the competition these days is really fierce, right? We have all these top players as well, you know, who are playing in Prince Cups, fighting out for these top spots as well. And of course, Proxy, we'll see them later, but let's get to our 3rd place match to start with Adora.
Yeah, Adora is going to be playing this deck. I've seen this deck very much, actually. So, then it is to have Electro Cube. And are we going to be playing Rock, Paper, Scissors finally?
Yeah, actually, wait, what is that current score? Because we started in
I was winning.
You were up to
I don't remember the entire... It's not Pacific, by the way. We cast Atlantic.
Sorry. Oh my god. Okay, now that we're not actually casting that anymore, I can make those mistakes. Yeah, as you can say, this is going to be a pretty chill stream. We're just here hanging. I've got my tea. Of course, the feature artwork for Catskills Season 5 has Navia and Farina enjoying some tea and cookies, so you might have noticed we have
Are you Navia or Farina?
I would probably be Farina.
I think I'm more Farina.
Oh,
I think
okay.
I'm more the girl failure here.
Alright. Then I will channel my inner Navia. Not as well as Rin though. Rin makes a much better Navia.
Rin's Navia cosplays are amazing. I was gonna ask you if you had anything to say about the deck, but it looks like DiaDV's deck is here.
Yeah.
And because there's no bans in the Catskills Gathering tournament, we will be seeing a lot of Kuching. So, you know, no 100% ban rate for Kuching, which means, do you remember? Oh my god, I wish I had my Melusine no card.
The Melusine no cards?
Oh.
Yeah, we did make those
things.
for. I mean, I don't remember the names. I remember the effects, but definitely Serene here is a highlight of not only is this version, but of this deck in particular, able to draw you just a ton of cards. And one of the things that really powers out this Whale deck, obviously, you know, the balance changes were announced, and Whale is getting hit pretty hard in the next version. Yeah, unsurprisingly. It's such a dominant deck, and we're going to see exactly why. We didn't get to really see it
It's getting a Whale of a nerf.
It is getting, yeah.
So, Melusine fun fact number 1 that I'm going to recycle from the Atlantic and Pacific Prince Cup tournament.
Okay, you did it.
Serene is a very helpful Melusine. She's like everyone's older sister in Mercy Village, and so she has all the helpers. She's the main card because she helps everyone else.
Yeah, and she's certainly going to help Whale build into a monstrous deck. Although, one of the things I want to point out, Bennett is actually one of the decks that is pretty favored into Whale, because, of course, Whale can't really threaten Bennett much round 1. It takes time to build up.
Kuching can. That's why Kuching has 100% ban rate.
Exactly, Kuching can definitely...
Layla too.
Of course, yes. Layla with her 0 damage round 1 skill can definitely threaten.
I'm here to be entertaining and not say correct things, and I can do that even more so in the Catskills Gathering stream. So
crazy.
Anyway, Adora versus DiaDV. Do you have any predictions for this match?
I think the Bennett deck is definitely favored. You know,
that's why players brought it.
Yeah, it's one of the decks that does counter Whale, and hopefully we'll see that in play, but it really depends on the draws as well. Ooh.
Already double talent for Adora there, and countdown Junior Sod Lieben. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely... Oh, did it stop?
Did I do that? Did I hit something?
Oh, you might have hit something, yeah. We have... we kind of set up this tech overnight.
I didn't set anything up. He didn't let me help.
Wow, I'm getting called out here live on my own channel, in my own house.
Okay, have one of my shortbread cookies. Pretty good.
Leah made these, actually.
Yeah, well, no, they can't see them right now.
No.
So I see Serene in DiaDV's hand already, by the way, and Leo Worf. I didn't catch the other cards.
I think there was a countdown in there, but they're probably gonna get shuffled. No, countdown is kept as well.
Fast swap count. Yeah, no, there is countdown. And Veterans Visage. So honestly, DiaDV's hand is also pretty good. There goes that countdown on the side of Adora. Drawing Dawn Winery. So excited to see that played these days. Strategize.
Wow, is this gonna be a full ramp round 1?
It should. I mean, it makes sense, right? So yeah, Tunerzad into Lieben, drew a second Lieben.
Yeah, I think I was seeing people debate about, like, in this matchup, is it more efficient to go for better first round 2 or 3?
Where's my dice?
Well, luckily... Oh, wait! No, you can still count down. You can still count down. DiaDV can still count down with the double...
Okay, but where's my dice on the spectator mode?
Oh. We'll have to wing it here. Just... Ooh,
this is so scuffed!
Playing Storm Turrets. Oh, I see.
Alright, there's a Shala talent.
I say using Storm Terrors led to use the talent to be able to get that Lieben dice up to 3.
Yeah, so Storm Terror Slayer discounts talents that are played, so Adora was able to play that Aisha talent for 1, though Storm Terror Slayer also costs 2 to play.
2 to play,
Two to
play. But obviously gonna discount that Bennett Burst with the talent going in next round.
So, just basically ramping, more ramp, and then Lieben gets to have 3 really cool dice and...
Yeah, I mean, I like this opening from Adora quite a lot. Again, playing greedy against the Well deck, I think is what you want, because again, they don't have a lot of damage coming out from the beginning.
Oh, there is the count. Oh, the dice are... They finally enabled the dice counter for Adora, but there's the countdown, turning all those dice into Omni, and,
Yeah, you can hear the
engines are
the
revving
engines
up.
are revving for those Omni dice. Actually, I saw a tune go down, though. Did DiaDV actually need to tune for countdown? I didn't think so.
I think so. He was on Layla, and I think he had 2 cryo.
It's possible they were tuning for Whale.
Maybe.
Getting one of those tunes for Whale here. Yeah, we should probably pay more attention to the games here. But I think a pretty good hand from DiaDV. Actually, also, I see, it's not... Yeah, Crown of Watatsumi there. The 1-cost artifact there going down on Kaching.
Ooh, Marshall's a hunter from that Timaeus, and there goes Serene. It's a 0 cost, so that is one of the more plentiful ones. Oh, we're immediately playing it. Wait.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, no, I don't have my cheat sheet. So that is the one that will generate a random event card at the end of the round. A super special one, which is always
Resonances,
yes,
yeah.
always a resonance.
So we'll see if it will be a useful resonance. There's the second Lieben for Adora, and it's Electro Res.
Oh, that's actually really good.
And Phoenix Dispensary. Hold on! DiaDV, I think, definitely has...
Yeah, that's
strong hand right now.
That's a huge draw. Adora, again, is favored in this matchup, but getting the double Serene here is going to power out so much HP from Whale that DiaDV might be in a good spot to tank through that Bennett Burst. And yeah, we're about to see why this combination is so deadly. There's another 0 cost. Unfortunately, the 0 costs are the hardest to figure out what they do. We'll see if DiaDV plays it or not.
Well, you know, I want to see everything played, especially Lutine. Nothing's gonna beat Ting's Lutine Hyrule.
That's true, yeah. If you're not sure what we're talking about, make sure you go back and watch some of the Atlantic coverage, because we did see Serene on camera a few times, and pulling out some really crazy things.
There goes the Marshall Hunter onto DiaDV's all-devouring Narwhal, using up those 3 Tamaya stacks. Seed Dispensary. This should just be a second Serene.
Definitely a second Serene. I mean, it's...
another 0 cost.
Another 0 cost. Yeah, we'll have to still wait to see... Oh, one's been played. What is it? Okay,
Ooh, the 2 artifact one. What's the name of that one?
Oh, no, don't quiz me on the Melusine names now. I can't. I see Kojo in chat. Maybe Kojo can help us out by providing us the Melusine names, because I know he's good at those factoids. But yeah, unfortunately, a bit of a low roll on that. So usually what you're hoping for off of the 2 artifact Melusine is 3 costs, because you are tuning a lot of 3-cost cards in this matchup, and that's why Kaching is here. If you're wondering what Kaching's role in this deck is, she's kind of just there to generate stiletto cards, which are 3-cost cards that you can tune along with a lot of the other 3-costs that you tune and discard, because really you only need a couple of them to begin, and then later on everything feels well.
Yes, I mean, the reason why you play Kuching, the 3-cost stiletto is important because you want to tune a lot of high-cost cards to empower Whale's Burst, right?
Correct. Yes, I forgot about that. Thank you.
So, because otherwise you could just tune 3 of the same cost of any cost. It could be 3-2 cost, 3-1 cost, 3-0 cost. You'll still get the 3 health on Whale as long as they're all the same cost. But, Narwhal's burst power is going to go up in value if you're tuning more 3 costs. Or higher.
It always takes the most expensive card you've tuned so far, which in this deck is 3. And unlike, if you're familiar with the last version, we had a lot of Conwhale, the Consecrated Beasts plus Whale. That deck played a lot less for the Whale burst because it was tuning so many 0-cost cards. But this one plays a lot more for the burst. And very interesting enough, that Ocean-Hued Clam Ocean-Hued Clam that went out on Kuching is now at +1, so Kuching actually has a 1 damage buff right now because of the 3 health Narwhal just gained.
I really like the inclusion of Dawn Winery in these decks this patch because Dawn Winery's gone through quite a few changes. Right now, I believe it gives you 2 free swaps.
2 free swaps,
instead of 1 per turn. And it definitely enables a lot of swap stalling, but Dawn Winery was a card that despite being released at launch was not commonly played until this patch.
Yeah, really some decks started running it very early on. We haven't seen it too much, but I think it's going to play pretty well in this deck especially because really what Adora wants to do is set up that Bennett Burst and then stall out to make sure that either H2H or probably Electrocube are safe from attacks by swap stalling around and then just rock, paper, scissors all day long for massive damage. And that's really what Adora needs to do to actually fight through the Whale HP.
Time is
because
against us.
It's already at 8, it's only going to go up from here and even quicker.
Yeah, there is the swap to Kuching from DiaDV. Can I just say DVD?
We can probably do that. We can do what this is our academy. We can do whatever we want.
Skill from Bennett, eating through those shields there from Layla's skill, and Adora's definitely charging up that Bennett burst, which is currently discounted due to Storm Terror's Lair. You know, it'd be interesting to play second Storm Terrors. Is there ever a reason to do that? I guess if you have a way to discount it.
If you don't have a way to discount it, it's going to be -1. Although again, because this deck is the Bennett Electrocube combo, Electrocube skill will get discounted as well by being
and also you could have a free H2H talent. It'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, I think you do play it. Let me try to remember. I think Adora already drew the other Bennett talent, so the second talent in his deck that Storm Terror will draw will be another H2H. And getting one for free would be pretty good. It really depends on what turn Adora is looking to pop off. He kind of slow rolled the Bennett burst here, right? Not going for any energy. Ooh, a tune.
Oh no! I don't know what it is, but I wanted to see it played while tuning all 3 of those 0-cost cards. It should definitely just be a Kuching skill. There we go. Ooh. Generating a stiletto and has exactly 3 hydro dice left to do something with. Might be playing that countdown.
Yeah, potentially playing countdown, maybe even playing Vanessa. But one of the really dangerous things now for Adora, by slow rolling that Bennett burst, he's not built up enough energy. And if DiaDV can actually get Whale healed another 6 stacks next round, Kuching Stiletto will do another 5 damage because of that Ocean-Hued Clam, and that's going to threaten Bennett and prevent him from actually bursting, and you need Bennett burst in this matchup. You cannot win it without getting it down.
I wonder if you actually skill again in Kuching. Like, is there ever a line you take where you play Electro Res and go for Kuching Burst?
You very much could, actually, yeah. I think we're going to see a normal attack. Oh, no, maybe just...
Wow, we're tuning all these 3 costs. There goes the Stiletto, there goes Countdown. Look at Whale, by the way. 14 health already. Keeping that Electro Res here. You know, I don't think you play the Countdown because you're going to draw so many cards from Serene.
Serene, yeah. It's actually very hard to dump your entire hand with Serene in play. And this is going to be really dangerous for Adora, especially... Yeah, I think you're right. That Electro Resonance is going to come into play.
I think that Judgment that DVD drew seals the deal in a lot of ways.
Well, Adora drew their own Passing of Judgment, so if they play it first...
It's like a Wild West shoot-up, like...
Yeah.
Who draws their gun first? Who plays Judgment first? Oh, it's 1 cost.
Oh, it's a 1 cost one.
Oh, it's another 1 cost.
Okay, the 1 cost ones are the best ones, right? It's either going to be the one that draws the top 3 of your opponent's deck, which apparently, if your opponent is playing good cards, you'll get good cards off of, or the one that gets 2 event cards immediately. But if Adora doesn't, actually no, was it? The image of Muscle got flipped. Adora does not have Judgment. My bad. So Adora can't stop this Electro Res play.
Wait.
This is really bad.
Wait.
Actually,
Wait, you saw Adora. I see.
Okay, one of those cards looked like Passing of Judgment, but it might be because the camera's flipped at some point. But is this just like a Kaching swap? Oh, of course, Kaching's the most broken card in the game.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Kaching has 100% ban rate. I told you, but this will be a fast swap over to Ashtaha. Little does Adora know there is that Electro Res. Actually, Adora should know that Electro Res could have been drawn.
Could have been drawn. Not very likely though. It's like 1 out of 7 or 8, right? It could be any of the no, it's 1 out of 11. Any of the elemental resonances plus any of the regional ones.
DiaDV could play the Inazuma Res.
But then how do you tune?
you swap off Kaching.
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, you swap
no.
off Kaching, go to Will.
They buffed Inazuma Res quite a while ago. It gives you all Omni now.
Oh wait, it's all Omni. Okay.
Oh,
what?
Double Wind and Freedom?
Wait.
Oh, and then just puts you onto Layla, which is actually really good. Wow.
Okay, so wait, maybe you play Windy Freedom and you play Electro Res.
I think so.
And then you burst on Kuching, it'll swap you over to Layla.
That is crazy. This is quite the high roll. Not only did Dia draw both Serenes early on, but also getting really useful resonance cards. Oh, we're just gonna go for another Stiletto?
No.
Well,
you have to tune for burst.
Oh, it could be.
Why? Yeah, I mean, either way you have to tune. You have to play Electro Res, and it's for Electro. So this is probably Electro Res burst. Now the question is, are we gonna? I don't want to know what that 1 cost card is there from Serene.
It's. I mean, I don't think DVD has enough dice this round because I think what he wants to do is burst on Kaching for 4 dice and then go on to Layla. And then skill on Layla.
Nice!
Oh, it's
okay.
Skill.
I actually was wondering about this. So yeah, I guess it is just Stiletto because
the curse.
You're not gonna have enough dice.
No, we had Electro charged anyway. So Bennett was already dead.
I don't know. Burst would have been funny though.
Burst would have been really funny, but that was a really weird play from Adora there. Yeah, just getting punished by, I think he greeted too hard on that Bennett burst. Wow.
Will at 17 health, generating a Hydro Dice from the Marshall Say Hunter, and while Fontaine Research Institute actually
Central Laboratory Ruins.
Well, I was about to say so that card is actually called Central Laboratory Ruins. However, I prefer to call it the Fontaine Research Institute of Kinetic Energy Engineering, also known as Freaky, because that's what it is. That's literally what it is. It's Freaky.
I don't know. It certainly looks like ruins
the Fontaine
to me. Okay.
It's the ruins of Freaky.
I do appreciate these lore insights thing. It's really too bad we didn't have the Melusine lore cards because we didn't get to all of them during Prince Cup Atlantic, and I really enjoyed hearing those fun facts.
Superbird in chat says, y'all are so set on burst. Skill kills Bennett too because of Layla's follow-up.
Yes, we realize
know that, but I think burst is funnier, and...
I mean, we might still see Electro Resonance here into a Layla burst. Very likely line that could be taken here. But yeah, that Electro Charged obviously being enough, and really it's... I mean, that's a recent addition, though, that Ocean Hue Clam... no, sorry, not Ocean Hue Clam. Crown of Watatsumi, of course, giving +1 damage for every 3 points of healing. Whale's max HP gain does include... Ooh.
There's that Judgment just sealing the deal for DVD here, and I think we're going to tune into a Layla burst. There it is!
Yeah,
Boom.
The Judgment there, obviously having enough dice to play, but just a security measure, just to make sure that nothing funny can go down. Wow.
And then the Wind and Freedom swapping over to All-Devouring Narwhal, because that's what happens when you use any kind of skill or burst, and
yeah.
Big beefy whale.
That might be one of... No, it's not the first time we've seen Wind and Freedom played on camera. I remember it was played during one of the Prince Cup matches as well from another Serene draw, although not as effective as it was here. This was just incredible. It protected Kaching after using Stiletto, and then now we're on Whale, which is the tankiest character in this team. There's almost no way that DVD loses this round.
So, the thing is, Adora's deck is commonly brought to counter Whale. Like, that's why you play it, because otherwise it's not the strongest deck on its own.
No.
But, I don't think it's done much countering this game.
No, I think one of the things, and maybe this is, you know, why you have that Ocean Hue Clam as the tech card, but I think Adora isn't really used to playing against that card, and that changed the breakpoints quite a bit, right? Like, normally Bennett isn't very threatened by Kaching and Layla combination, but because Kaching essentially did +3 damage with just those 2 skills, and that put Bennett in that breakpoint range for the Superconduct reaction.
Yeah, DiaDV ending his round. Look at Will already at 6 health here.
No.
But
Impressive, but not enough.
It's not gonna be nearly enough because, I mean...
Oh, wait, Will does go down here, doesn't it? To burst?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but Will
It actually just doesn't matter, because you just go Kuching and you actually burst at that point.
I mean,
then...
it could still... No, you're probably right.
No, you don't have Bennett burst anymore. Like... I really think even if Adora is able to take out Will, which here we go, -6 from those absorption stacks, Will will fall. This should just be over to Kuching. There we go. Adora is out of dice. DiaDV having that turn prio should be able to just start wreaking havoc on Kuching.
For sure. Although very important, I think that DiaDV did play that judgment, because without it, you know, that I haven't lost yet in Adora's hand into a Gambler's on that kill may have been enough to not only take out Whale, but threaten Kaching as well. But as it stands, it will be Electrocube. Although Electrocube solo is not the, you know, is pretty threatening on their own.
It is pretty threatening on its own, but normally you have Bennett burst for that. I do think that, especially with Superconduct here on the side of DiaDV, that it could be possible to... Well,
I mean, it's gonna be tricky, right? Like, we don't have a Gamblers in hand on DiaDV with Whale down. So normally on round 3 is when Whale can generate a ton of health to tank through anything that can happen in the last round. But with the way the game is now, it's just looking actually kind of close. Like, I don't know, like, Aizha was able to put out enough damage to really put this game into a much closer position than I would have thought, with Whale at 17 HP initially.
I still don't think it's that close. The super reaction's not going to matter that much because it's going to happen before Electrocube revives, so, like, ignore that thought. But you have Layla's Burst Summon, you're going to see Kuching Burst right now, which will deal Superconduct reaction, and additionally will deal piercing damage from her Burst. So, Electrocube's going to be pretty low already, and... I mean, actually, Layla's really good at surviving, I think.
Do you go for... If you go for Burst there, you may not have 3 actions, right? Because you have 9 dice right now. I guess if you tune 3 cards, the Central Laboratory Ruins will give you an additional dice. So that's one way you can burst and still have actions. But then DiaDV needs to be very careful that their dice aren't too good that they can't tune 3 of their cards to get that extra dice.
Well, I think it's fine. You just burst now, and then you can either tune one on Kuching, or... There we go! There's the burst! -6 takes out Aizha, and Electrocube is left on 3. Honestly, 1 stiletto from Kuching should do it.
Well, we have that revive, of course. Oh, no, but yeah, you're right. The Layla...
yeah, Layla Burst Summon.
Layla Stars. Okay.
So, like, even if Adora, like, Lotus crisps it, I'm assuming... DiaDV would have turn prio. No. And also, DiaDV has 2 actions right now. So, if there's this Lotus, and DiaDV will probably have to eat through it.
Yeah, the Lotus is actually pretty huge, because it does... So before the Lotus went down, Kaching would have been able to perfectly take out Cube, and then have the revive be taken out by Layla.
The other thing, too, is that the Layla shield stacks were going up. It won't have an effect now because of Lotus, but say that Adora didn't Lotus, all DiaDV would have had to do is Stiletto.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. But now DiaDV can't win this turn. Oh.
Wait, that's not good. Wait, why? Wait, you can't two for...
Okay, it's possible. I think DiaDV just needs to go over to Layla to shield this round anyway. I don't think it's actually... You don't want to stiletto on Kaching through that Lotus. I think you want to just shield because you just need to survive this turn. If you survive this round, you win next round no matter what.
No, but my problem with this is that can't tune 3 to get another dice from Freaky.
From Freaky.
Yeah, from Freaky.
Well, I don't think that's DiaDV's plan. I think we're gonna go to Layla because we need these fields right now.
You have to at this point.
Because you don't win this round, and if you don't win this round, then you need to survive this round. The objective is to survive.
It is to survive, which, I mean, I guess you can, but Adora does have another 5-cost skill. It's part of the problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, losing Whale is actually pretty huge here. The breakpoint's gonna matter quite a lot as well, so let's see. The cube just finishes rock, paper, scissors. Ooh, 4's actually not a good number.
Time is against us.
Yeah, actually, DiaDV is... Oh, wait. That is... Hang on, but then this is going...
Yeah, I don't know. I really wonder what those Melocene support cards are in DiaDV's hand.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Adora just equipped Gamblers, but that means you can't rock, paper, scissors. Oh no, I haven't lost yet.
If I haven't lost yet, you can still I haven't lost yet into... There it goes. I haven't lost yet into the Electric Cube 5-cost skill. And now DiaDV has absolutely nothing to do here. Out of dice entirely.
Yeah, Kaching is going to be one that falls here. The 2 dice, thankfully, from Gamblers isn't going to be able to do anything for Adora here. But it's Layla versus Cube. Wait, we haven't been doing we haven't been doing our rock, paper, scissors. That was the second one, right?
Are we gonna do it? I mean, I guess we can. You want to go?
You can wait until... we'll wait until after.
Yeah, I was gonna wait till we were back on camera, but if you want to do it now, you're like raring to go here.
We'll see this game here through to the end.
I think Adora is actually just gonna be taking it though, because yeah, wait, we're even playing Tada, not caring about those breakpoints.
I mean, the breakpoints don't actually matter. Okay, actually, here's the problem. Layla can shield.
Wait, no, just wait. You stole that.
No, there's a revive. Oh,
you stole that.
You're right. I guess, yeah, it wouldn't have mattered either way. Wow, okay.
But Tada literally didn't do anything.
No, Adora...
Like, it would have happened anyway.
Adora was 1 dice short, needed an extra die off that Gamblers. Oh, that Ball Princess coming in a turn late.
No, really like, even if Adora didn't play Tada, this is what was gonna happen anyway. Yes. Just normal attack. Okay, anyway. So,
yeah,
Game 1 going to DiaDV, congratulations. Will 1, no surprise to any of us here, but how many matches you owe me? 2?
Yeah, alright, let's go.
Okay, watching chat, alright. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, no! Okay, okay, we have 1 more left. You're up 3-1. Alright, let's go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
Hi.
Oh, I have some catching up to do.
You do? I mean, I always win. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, that was actually looking really shaky for DiaDV for a second, but able to just clutch it out there with Layla at the very end. I mean, I think part of the heads-up play there was going to Layla. Those extra 2 shields mattered, because Layla survived on exactly 1. DiaDV calculated the breakpoints. I will say it was a bit of a misstep to have Whale go down in the first place. I think you would much rather have sat on Layla. So that Mondstadt Resonance actually coming in a little bit worse.
I think DiaDV probably didn't anticipate Ashtaha to eat through Whale's 17 health that quickly, because I mean, I remember seeing that swap over there and I was like, oh yeah, Whale can take a few hits, and
from 17?
Yeah, it was just too many.
It was so many, yeah.
The absorption sacks really helped, I think.
It really did, yes. So a very threatening deck, but obviously not quite enough to take out Whale. So let's jump into game 2.
Here we go. Adora is playing this Kazuha deck with... What did you just do?
I did not do anything. Okay, we are really... Okay, I guess all of these links that I pre-prepared earlier
are scuffed.
So we're gonna get rid of all of them, and I am just gonna stop.
How is chat doing? You guys excited for Notland patch today? I'm really excited. Also, I'm using these... time they keep falling off my head, so if I am adjusting them, I am so sorry about that.
Okay, we're good, we are back. No? Okay.
So, Adora playing this Kazuha deck with double Tamias, double Wagner. This is basically Kevin Z's deck from before, I think.
It's quite a bit different. So instead of Mona here, we have Herald, and instead of Signora, we have Layla. Now, I think the reason why the Kazuha deck before was built that way was because obviously, players at Prince Cup had to build 5 different decks with no overlapping characters, and that wasn't possible to have Herald in that many decks. It was really paired with Sayu, but now that the kind of players are freed up a little bit to change up their characters, and of course Adora, we saw Layla in the... No, that was the other side, never mind. Yeah, Layla, Kazuha, Herald. This one is very interesting. I know Layla wasn't a choice that some players identified, so one of the combos here is, with Kazuha's new plunging attack, it actually lets you build up those star stacks on Layla as well.
That's interesting. I mean, Herald, just more popular choice in general over Mona these days because he has that revive. Just has a little bit more utility as well as having the Hydro application Mona has. So, you can see here DiaDV also running Herald. This deck was originally Sayu, Mona, Eula, which was already a variant of Wanderer.
Yes,
Eula,
it's taken a lot of evolutions.
It has taken a lot of evolutions, and now instead of Eula, we have Chongyin, and instead of Mona, we have Herald, and this is just how the meta has developed over time, I guess. I mean, we always have this freeze core.
Oh, if you look at the Kazuha version of the deck, it's exactly the same elemental types and the same kind of progression. You have that Hydro character to start applications, you get your Anemo character to swell that Hydro, and then you end with Freeze. Although with Sayu here, with Wolf's Gravestone, much more threatening in terms of damage than Kazuha is, because obviously there is no Wolf's Gravestone for Sword. If there was, that would be quite something.
Yeah, but here we go. This is Game 2 starting. This is the North America Catskills Gathering 2024 Season 5. Not finals. I mean, this is the final stream, but this is the 3rd place match. So these two players are battling it out for, what is it?
I think it's $100 and $300.
100 and 300. I was gonna say 600. That's 2nd place. 300 USD for 3rd.
Yeah, quite a lot. And of course, if you want to join in one of these tournaments, if it's the first time tuning in to TCG, which probably not likely. If you're
probably not likely. We're on Bleb's channel, and this is like the home of TCG.
Oh, I got too used to saying that.
Yeah. I mean, normally we do shout it out, especially for on Genshin Official, because it's like there are a lot of casual players that will come and watch our streams, and they have no idea what the heck we're talking about or how to get involved. Even like veteran players are sometimes like, "Hey, I missed the sign up because there was like a single announcement about it, and I didn't happen to see it." So. We try to be good at communicating when things are going on and how you guys can get involved, because I think it's important. I really want to support the competitive scene while it's still around. And, with Notlin coming out, I do think that TCG is probably going to be taking a dip until next year, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think the Castle Gathering should continue, although,
they will.
Again, pay attention to those announcements. I really do hope they do. We, of course, have 3 new character cards and a bunch of new action cards coming with the Natlan expansion dropping later today, actually. Right?
Yeah, I mean, Natlan, that's why we're streaming right now. We're not quite at maintenance yet, but
in 20 minutes.
Things are definitely gearing up for maintenance, and... Yeah,
the stream will continue into it, so, obviously these are pre-recorded, so yeah, don't worry, these are pre-recorded matches. We are watching them live for the first time here, but these won't get interrupted by the patch.
This matcha shortbread cookie is really good. I can actually try it before.
You're just patting yourself on your own back. It was very good. I think you did a good job with the matcha ones.
I mean, I made matcha because I knew you wanted a less sweet flavor.
I do generally tend not to have that.
I figured this one would be for you, and this
I'm
one
not doing a
would
good job
be...
channeling Navia, though, I guess.
This one would be for other people, I guess.
Other people?
Yeah.
Other cats?
Yeah, like me. And Ting was here! So, fun fact, just a shout out to Ting. We didn't have a chance to do anything funny for the stream because unfortunately he left yesterday, but Ting, our 2nd place player from the Atlantic Prince Cup tournament, was also in town visiting with me. Up till yesterday.
Yeah, up till yesterday. It was a fun weekend for sure. And, of course, you can't have a in-person visit without a TCG cast, apparently, so here we are.
I know! Oh, sorry, I knocked the mic, but Blip was like, this is not a work trip. and then it became a work trip.
It became a work trip.
It became a work trip because we had to do a Cat's Gathering at this time.
I mean, I have fun with these, so it doesn't feel like work most of the time. Most of the time.
I don't. It never feels like work to me. This is like my favorite thing to do all the time, even if we're like silly during these streams and not entirely serious.
So Adora playing Timaeus over Wagner here. That's an interesting choice. Normally, Kazuha's weapon is very important. It's why you run Wagner with 3 swords. I was gonna say Kazuha's the only one that can equip them, but no, Layla could actually equip a sword as well.
Yeah, Layla is a sword user, so you can equip a sword onto Layla.
Okay, and Sayu here going for a full equip as well.
That's probably another reason why you would take Layla, because, I don't know, you can do different effects with her depending on what swords you have. Like, Lo-Fi's gonna generate dice, Sack Sword's gonna generate dice.
Yeah, the original Kevin Z version of this deck ran Signora.
Yeah.
And I think Signora's a good choice because you have that double cryo application that you can
have the
swirl
revive
later.
as well.
And also the revive, yes.
And
Which is
Pyro.
The revive is particularly good against Sino decks, which neither player has brought as of yet. We'll have to see if they choose one in their lineup. Wow, the triple weapon.
Can't believe Adora won all these 50-50s on the weapon banner. Actually, I think it's early pity.
Well, no, the only drew one off of Wagner. The other 2 came from the
so it's
double
early
weapon.
pity.
I guess so. I guess it is early pity.
That's my point. It's early pity. It came earlier than expected.
And he does have that Golden House in hand, which will let him discount those weapons and actually use that Wagner stack right away for the equip. So this is a pretty big turn from Adora, but DiaDV also with that Sayu geared up and ready to go. The important thing is, can he swell that Hydro?
There is the free Timaeus Junior Zod into Seed Dispensary into free Timaeus. And I think we drew a Heart of Kavrina, which is probably not what DiaDV was looking for. But...
Yeah, not the ideal. Missing a Gilded, which would be what is needed to unlock that Timaeus' discount. I think Adora's got a pretty good setup here. DiaDV is going to have a really hard time safely going over to Sayu as well.
Granted, what is the artifact on Sayu at the moment?
I believe it's a Golden Troop, but I didn't catch it was
probably okay. No, I think it is a Golden Troop. Now that you mention it, because that is what you would put on Sayu here for sure.
Yeah, typically you would prefer leaving Sayu with Gilded, but DiaDV having not drawn Gilded just yet. I think it's a 0 cost, so Golden Troop's reward there. So Sayu's skill should cost 2 right now. But this is kind of an interesting stalemate. So Adora really wants to stay on Layla as long as DiaDV stays on Herald to prevent that swell. Because one of the ways that Sayu gets ahead is by swelling that Hydro.
I wonder... Okay, I'm reading a chat message, by the way. I wonder, is there a QR code on this stream too? I need to provide my positive feedback towards the casters. Well, first off, thank you, Widgerken, for saying that. We definitely appreciate hearing that you enjoy our casting. I know Flep is a very dear caster to everyone, and we would...
We both are.
Of course, but...
We're a team.
We're a team. It's always fun casting alongside Flep, but... I think, definitely providing your feedback to the Astra team whenever they make it available is important, especially if you have a preference for certain things happening. Unfortunately, I think the TCG competitive scene is going down by a bit. It didn't pick up the virality it really... needed to, so I think we'll only be having these Cat's Gathering tournaments for a while. Hopefully I'll be proven wrong. Hopefully, we'll see.
Who knows what can happen? I mean, your feedback is valuable. Obviously, the QR code being displayed is for joining the Tavern server, which is where the Cat's Gathering tournaments are ran from. So again, if you want to play and take part, it is free to join. You can get card backs. Fingers crossed we'll see new ones coming out from that
Into the wind.
But yeah, there are feedback forms from the Cat's Tail event specifically.
That was what I was gonna talk about. So yeah, if you join the Tavern, the QR code, as Flep said, will not actually lead you to a feedback form. We don't have any on the stream here, but if you wanted to leave feedback, I would personally go into the Tavern and there should be feedback survey forms after every season of the Cat's Gathering tournament. So you can let us know your thoughts there. Well, I say us, but we don't read the feedback at all. But you can let the Astra team know what you think about everything, because they definitely appreciate that feedback. That's why they are pushing those QR codes, especially during the really big streams. And you want things to continue, make sure they know that.
Yes, both good and bad.
Both good and bad.
Yeah. Alright, trying to catch up on the game going on here. So, Kazuha, I believe, has a Sapwood equipped, which actually, when we swap back onto Kazuha, will let us swirl immediately and generate 2 more dice for another skill. So Adora has, again, a really big turn here. And I think it's going to get a situation where he will be able to get that Hydro onto Sayu, which is very crucial.
Ending with a Lotus just to tank the second half of that follow-up prepared skill from Adora's Herald. And yeah, I guess breakpoint's important.
Yeah, breakpoint's very important here. We'll have to see. Ooh, actually, is Kazuha just gonna be able to like sweep a bunch of characters this round?
Here we go! There's the plunging attack, and then Layla's Starry Night stats are going to trigger and proc DVT as Herald's Revive.
Oh, that is perfect damage. Actually, hang on.
And look at the dice Adora has. That was a plunging attack, that wasn't a skill.
Yeah.
So now, you have a Chain Freeze. I don't know if you want to use it now.
Yeah, that's a really good
sweep.
question. I mean, if you wait... Okay, it's just gonna go for it now for damage.
I think this is fair, because... Ooh, Judgment, interesting. But now you can plunging attack again on Kazuha. You can Boar Princess, equip the Gamblers over whatever artifact Kazuha has, and head on over to Kazuha. There we go, there's the Boar Princess, there's the Gamblers! And the plunging attack will not cost dice.
No,
but it will take care of that.
Cost dice for the swap, but yeah, it is going to be able to get 3 more dice for another skill or a burst potentially. Or even a normal attack. There could be a shatter actually. Wait, a shatter would kill here.
Yep. There's the shatter because Kazuha does have that weapon. So shatter would normally do 4, but with the weapons +1, Chongyun falling, and there's not enough dice here to go for a full 1-turn kill, but...
No, but I think this is checkmate.
This is checkmate.
Because Adora has 3 stacks of Layla stars right now, and yeah, the swap to Herald is going to seal the deal. Adora's going to be able to free Sayu next round no matter what Sayu can do.
Yep. And
Wow.
so, yeah, DiaDV... Oh, wow! The
Going for the concession.
You know, that is definitely one strategy you can top right.
Definitely one strategy indeed. I mean, that was quite a one-sided game, and I think a lot of that came down to just that really good opening from Adora there, getting that weapon and kind of choosing Timaeus, I guess getting lucky to get Gilded. We of course saw DiaDV play their own Timaeus, and they were not able to pull a Gilded from their deck, and Gilded in these decks really matters a lot. You know, it is the card that lets you have those insane turns, like we saw with Kazuha.
This does mean we're going on to a game 3. This is only the 3rd place match. I'm starting to understand why we're here for 3 hours, so hang tight because it looks like we're gonna be going into a spicy crab game. We have Sign Overload with Crab. That is so cool. I like this deck.
Yeah, we saw, I think Kevin Z may have been the only player to bring this version of Sino. Everyone else preferring the Dea Chevreuse variant there. Played quite a lot on stream, but I personally like this Crab version a lot more. I think it has a lot more tools and flexibility. The Sign Overload deck with Dea is pretty one-dimensional. You kind of just do your own thing, hope you draw Drill, and then go for it. But with Crab here, now just keep in mind, this is not really as much of a stall deck as it is a mid-range deck, right? You're not trying to build up Crab quite as much. You're using Crab to tank, get Belly off of shields, and then eventually take over with Sino.
Some comments in chat here. Riku asks, why is Adora not playing Whale?
Oh, that's true.
Well, you know, not every player wants to play Whale. I think Adora taking the Bennett Cube deck tells me that Adora is not a Whale player, but a Whale defeater.
Ooh.
But here is DiaDV's deck. It looks like we're going to be seeing not quite a mirror matchup, but this is another Sign Overload deck with Chevreuse and the Bowels mechanic of Spicy Crab. The other comment I wanted to make is, so Iota Wolf said, Spicy Crab Pog. I have to say, I like Adora's cooking.
Yeah.
And I do think Spicy Crab probably tastes pretty good.
It does. It makes me want to have Spicy Crab tonight for dinner, but I'll have to see if that becomes a reality. Yeah, I mean, I think the Crab deck is favored in this matchup. Both of these decks feature Sino, but one of my criticisms of this Dea Chevreuse deck is, aside from Sino, you really only have you don't have 2 characters that don't really do much on their own. Chevros is mainly here for the passive, Data is mainly here for the elemental skill and the pyro applications, but if Cyno goes down, this deck just completely folds entirely, whereas the Crab deck, of course, has a bit more play to it. You can just solo on Crab if you need to. You know, Toma's burst and skill are very good at generating shields, and I think it's very much in Adora's favor.
What's really interesting about this specific matchup is that Crab Talent can cleanse auras off of Crab, right?
Yes.
Because it self-applies Pyro, and in this case, DiaDV only is going to be applying Electro and Pyro. So basically, you would only be cleansing the Electro, and in doing so, you could quick swap.
Exactly, and I think the order here is actually very important, right?
Yeah.
You have Crab,
Yeah.
and right after Crab is Cyno. So if DiaDV is on Cyno and hits Crab, Adora can use the talent, quickly overload onto Cyno, and then of course just do a lot of damage. Now the one thing DiaDV does have in their advantage, Adora doesn't run Chevros, so we don't have that Prospector's Drill plus Tada into the Chevros overcharged ball combo that makes Cyno so deadly.
I mean, that is actually what someone is pointing out in chat right now. I've never heard this deck name, by the way. Shevno?
Shevno? But we also call it Sign Overload.
Yeah, we call it Sign Overload. Well, I think the archetype in general, yeah, it's always Sign Overload because it's Sign Overload, but, yeah, Shevno has the Tada combo, I guess, is what Casimir was saying.
Mm-hmm. I do like that combo quite a lot. Again, it's very all-in. I think that's one of the struggles with the Cyno deck, is that when it works, it looks unstoppable, but it isn't quite as consistent.
Penance is due.
You can't see me pointing, chat,
No, I
but
can't.
I'm pointing to Adora's screen right now.
Okay.
Look at Adora's hand. There is a General's Ancient Helm and Tenacity of the Millith already.
Yep. Ooh, and Crab Talent
Talent
too.
minus... Okay, GG.
Yeah.
It's game over.
Well, I don't know. So Adora's probably going to look for a double equip opening here, and that means DiaDV is probably going to be forced into a skill swap line because he really wants to get that overcharge ball. But I think with Cyno Talent in hand, he's going to be perfectly happy to do that.
What? What did I just witness?
Was that a triple equip? Oh, no, one's a Golden True.
Yeah, one's a Golden True.
I didn't see who I think Golden True probably went down on Cyno.
But doesn't it, like, the General's Ancient Helm from... Oh my... What is this? Okay, so, I'm sorry, DiaDV, but that is some round one turn for Adora.
Yeah. I'm actually not too sure if I like that strategize there, because I think DiaDV really wanted to... So one of the lines you can take from the Cyno deck, if your opponent opens really passively, is to go for Dea skill, then Cyno skill, but you really want to swap back off of Cyno back onto Dea, because again, this matchup is 100% going to be about who can stick a aura on Cyno and then use Pyro-Res to one-shot the opposing Cyno. And DiaDV using that strategize means he doesn't have enough dice to go back off of Cyno, which will let Adora potentially apply either Pyro or Electro to the opposing Cyno.
Yeah, watch out. Oh, watch out, Ting. Adora's coming for you. That's what I was gonna say. You know, Ting was our high roller of the Atlantic Prince Cup tournament.
Of course.
And I guess he left some of his luck here when he visited, because that is some round one for Adora.
Yeah, that is a pretty good opening. And this is one of the reasons why, you know, Adora's deck, I think, is really favored. It has these openings that just add some defensiveness on top of also having the same one-shot potential off of Cyno. Ooh,
That
double
overload,
Pyros.
very worrisome, but I'm sure Dora's gonna build up those stacks right away, especially with Crab Talent in hand.
I mean, Adora gets to go first as well, so we're almost certainly... Actually, we're probably going to see a swap off of Cyno here, probably onto Toma. Building Toma's Burst is actually really good in this matchup, because not only does it combo well with Crab to generate those shields, but of course, once Cyno gets his 2 stacks, all of his attacks are Electro infused, and so you can actually overload just with an attack once you have Toma's Burst up.
First, DiaDV has Prospectors already.
Ooh, that's a pretty big draw.
Mm-hmm.
Because you really need Prospector's Drill in this deck, and it's one of the reasons why, you know, you have Dea here. I think not only for the Pyro application, but the Sumo Resonance here matters quite a bit for DiaDV's deck, because you just have so many key cards that you need to draw.
Adora playing Strategize, drawing out Gamblers into a Woven, and I think we're going to be seeing some Electro applied onto DiaDV's Sino. No, just to swap over to Toma. I guess you called that. By the way, there's a cat trying to get on the table, if you're curious.
Yeah, we may be visited on stream by a cat at some point.
This is the Cat Sales Gathering, so it's only fitting.
This is Invocation Academy, so
Academy.
Academy. So we have plenty of cats here on campus.
Campus?
Yeah. It's the Academy. This is the canonical Academy. You are here visiting.
Am I visiting, or am I just like a professor at this point?
That's true. Well, we established you, canonically you're an adjunct professor here.
Why am I an adjunct? Can I be tenure track? Adjuncts are treated so bad. Can I be tenure track?
Whoa. Here
I'll be an associate.
Very well.
Then I'm probably a tenure track associate professor.
Okay. Fine. You can be... I don't know if I can even say that.
What do you mean?
Tenure track... I'm already lost.
Tenure.
Surrender!
Yeah.
Tenure track associate professor.
Associate professor. Okay.
Associate.
Yes,
Anyway,
you are
so-
that.
It is Adora's turn here. Toma ate up some Electro application from DiaDV's Sino, who has Burst ready to go, and 3 stacks on his passive. But also there's the Overcharge Ball. I think that was from the Overload reaction.
Yeah, that was from the overload
Last
from round 1.
Yeah, that was from last turn.
So it can actually be played. One of the things you may not know about Shell versus Overcharge Ball, it is a combat action. I found out that the hard way on stream, but you will pass the turn if you use it. So you generally don't want to play it. But if Toma, it is going to go for a hit here on Sino. This is going to trigger.
Oh, we have a question in chat. Where's the trench coat?
Where's the trench coat?
Do you have one in your closet?
I don't actually own a trench coat.
Well, that's a skill issue from
Wow.
from
really
Gleb here,
cold out
unfortunately. But maybe we'll have a cat cam. Maybe we should go hunt down one.
Hunt
of
down
your
a cat.
cats.
Maybe we'll
Yeah.
do one after break, because once this game is over, we'll be heading to a short 10-minute break. But I'm really interested to see. I mean, Adora looks like they're in a really dominating position now. Even though DiaDV does have that Sino fully equipped, Adora has, a bit of a dice advantage here and is able to... The longer Crab stays in this matchup, the harder it was going to be for DiaDV to keep up. Because again, he has 2 characters that essentially don't do anything in this matchup aside from applying elemental auras.
DiaDV putting down a leave-in, you're probably just gonna end. That is
Oh.
exactly what we see here, and this, it's a bit risky, but I guess he is anticipating that Adora does not have a way to take Sino out right now. But even in that case, I feel like leaving Sino vulnerable is just bad in general. We've seen some very unfortunate things happen when Sino's left vulnerable in the past. So.
Yeah, one thing that is going in DiaDV's favor to make this play, if Adora does go over to Sino, hitting the opposing Sino will trigger the Prospector's Drill, will cause that Overcharge Ball to get discarded, and apply Pyro onto their own Sino, which will leave them in range of Pyro Res. So we're kind of trading damage there, but so DiaDV might be happy to make that trade. Of course, Prospector's Drill, this version still blocks 2 damage every round. It is one of the cards that is getting a balance adjustment, going only down to 1 damage mitigation per round, which is quite fair.
Tune and a swap over to Sino.
Huh.
I wonder what... Oh, maybe this is to play Crab Talent?
Oh, yeah.
No. What, is this for... This is for Pyro-Res. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
There's a Pyro-Res into Sino Talent.
Yeah.
How much is this going to do, actually?
This is not enough. It's going to do... So, this should be 10 damage, but I think Prospector's Drill does prevent one of them.
But, like, it doesn't... Like, this is going to be so bad for DiaDV going in the next round because your Sino is so low.
Yeah.
But there is... Wait, this is bad for Adora, too, because of the Overcharge Ball getting... Wait.
No, but Adora's going to obviously swap off of Sino. Like, you don't make this play unless you can go off of Sino and protect him, because you don't want a quick swap into a Pyro-Res to come down from DiaDV's side. But I think Adora's going to be perfectly happy to go over to Crab here. Get that Pyro application, maybe even play Crab Talent. Oh, it's going to be Toma. That's a little bit surprising. I would have thought it'd be Crab.
I mean, Toma is pretty dispensable now at this point. Ooh, Tada. I don't know if Tada is going to come up at the
No,
moment.
not in this matchup. I mean, if there's one more overload reaction, we could have a Tada into a with a drill combo. Obviously, a very fun interaction. Then dealing 1 damage to yourself does trigger the drill.
I actually think, okay, so DiaDV did draw a Lotus there from Lieben, and that was what I was hoping he would draw to help his side, because I do think that Crab has not really built up enough stacks at all, and with Adora's Sino having that Pyro application, even though DiaDV's Sino took a really heavy hit, I do think that DiaDV could still be at a slight advantage here, because you could just snipe off Adora's Sino at any point. Especially if you take down Toma and Crab first.
Yeah, I think, so DiaDV's skill here should be doing 7 damage base, right? We have 2 from the talent, 3 base, and then 2 from the Pathsworn Pack Clearer passive. That's hard to say.
It's a mouthful, but I'm wondering... Okay, so, a Gambler's on to Chevreuse. It looks like DiaDV is just going to use these White Glove stacks and take out Toma without risking Sino. I think this is good because in DiaDV's deck, I don't quite remember, but there should be a Fresh Wind of Freedom that you can go search for with a Samira Res and a Fast Swap.
Exactly. Yeah, this is definitely the right play, I think, from DiaDV's side. You don't want to go to Sino here, because even if you take out Toma, you leave your own Sino too vulnerable, even with that Lotus Crisp, right? Getting a Pyro application on Toma right now would be really bad. Again, if Toma goes down, sorry, if Sino goes down for DiaDV, it's kind of lights out, but Adora could still finish on Crab against a solo Chevreuse and Dea here, but those White Gloves really able to take out Toma, and this is why I was so surprised that Adora went for that Toma swap, because White Glove, you know that's on the table, right? You saw DiaDV play it, you know there could be 2 additional damage out of nowhere, and losing a character there, allowing your opponent to trigger Gamblers. That's one of the things. The Sino deck, one of the weaknesses as well, is it doesn't have a lot of dice generation, and one of the ways it sweeps you is with Gamblers. So if you can prevent those Gamblers procs from happening, that is one way you can really mitigate a lot of their damage.
Unfortunately, Adora is going to be forced to just sit on Crab here, not do anything else after losing Toma, because swapping the Sino with that Pyro Aura is going to be very deadly, or could be if DiaDV has a fast swap.
Yeah, we of course know that he does not, but Vasuma Res could change a lot very quickly, assuming DiaDV does have the dice to go for it. But here's kind of the problem now for DiaDV is he has Chevreuse and Dea, both characters which aren't characters that he wants to stay on very much, but it looks like we are going to just see Chevreuse go for a solo.
I think this makes sense.
Yeah.
So, you don't need to swap the Sino right now. I think getting the Pyro application on Crab is also good, because you're trying to set up to snipe Crab as well, especially if DiaDV draws into Fresh Wind. Then you can just basically 2 birds with 1 stone it and win.
For sure.
So this is fine. Adora cannot cleanse Pyro with Pyro.
No, you cannot. I mean, but it is additional shields. And again, like, I think this game would look so different if Adora had just went to Crab instead of Toma. Because now that you lose Toma, you also lose the ability to swap stall around against your opponent, because you cannot go to Sino right now. Whereas DiaDV is able to swap between Dea and Chevreuse as much as they want to, basically mitigating the opponent's dice advantage here.
DiaDV swap stalling around, by the way.
I think this is right.
Yeah, this is very smart, because Adora only has 4 dice left. It's going to be forced to use them at some point. You can't really swap the Sino here. I think Adora is going to be forced to go for either an end with Lieben or another action, and both of those things are not great, because at that point, DiaDV can just go on over to Sino and take out Crab and swap off. Well,
yeah.
Would be taking Crab out,
No, that's not enough damage. I believe it should only be 9 with all of the buffs taken into account, and Crab is at a chunky 13. So yeah, this is a pretty safe play. I think, yeah, we're going to see DiaDV just pump out. You want to get that talent activated every round, right? It gives you +2 damage, but only once a round. So this is the most damage efficient play that DiaDV can make. We're going to most likely see a swap back off now.
I think this is totally fine for DiaDV, because, you know, chunking out Crab and removing all those stacks of built up is only going to be beneficial, because at this point, Adora could swap back to Crab at the start of next round, and have less health overall to work with on that crab. So you're just basically slowly whittling Adora away here.
Yeah, and I think I really wish Adora had not got Tomato. Like, look how different this turn would have looked if DiaDV had 2 less dice, right? That Gambler's equipped on Chevrolet, allowing DiaDV to just have enough dice this round to really punish that swap over to Toma there.
Did Adora? No, Adora was overloaded on the Sino. So
yes.
I did not catch. Okay, so we're on Dea right now. Adora can't afford to stay on Sino at all, and it's really unfortunate.
Yeah, you are forced to swap into Crab, but here's the thing. Like, yes, you are taking a huge risk if you swap off of if you stay on Sino here, but your other option is almost even worse. Like, going over to Crab here barely achieves anything. Your opponent probably just swaps to Chevrolet as well, and you're in a situation where you just swap stall against each other. But with Crab at 3, you're very likely to just have it get taken out by something. Although Chevrolet doesn't do a lot of damage by herself, so we'll have to see. Of course, those Lotuses in DiaDV's hand could come up as well. Let's see, Sino is currently doing
so something
7 as well.
Something DiaDV could do if Adora swaps over to Crab. You Sumer Res, look for fast swap. Tune the other prospectors. Tada! Overcharged ball on the Crab. Fresh wind. You have to look for fresh wind and fast swap.
Yeah,
and,
I think that's what you have to do.
And then you just win the game.
Yeah, fresh wind fast swap here basically wins the game. I don't see the mitigation in Adora's hand. He could, if he equips Crab talent now, it will give 2 additional shields. So we'll put Crab up to 9.
But then you don't even have to overcharge ball.
Yeah.
If you're, because you're gonna apply priority yourself, I think, right? With Crab talent. So I think you're fine if you're DiaDV. There is the fast swap over to Crab.
Ooh.
This might actually help a bit. You're generating some more shields there, bringing Crab up quite a bit.
Well, by playing that fast swap, you can no longer play. I guess you don't want to play talent yet because of that that self application. But this is just gonna be 2 extra health, which
I don't think it actually does anything in the grand scheme.
No, it doesn't do anything.
7 health. Sino could sleep through it. There's the fast swap. Okay, let's strategize giving one piece of the puzzle. Now DiaDV has to play Sumer Res, keep the fast swap, the overcharged ball, the tada.
Yep.
And then look for fresh one.
Do you even need tada? Because 7 is actually enough to take out Crab.
Wait, I guess you don't need any of that, do you?
No, I think you definitely put away the Lotus Crisps.
Could still do it.
You could actually keep the Sino. I think the Sino talent.
You already have Sino talent on, don't
yes,
you? Or you want to refresh it?
No, but yeah, you can refresh Sino talent, and then you don't even need a Pyro Res anymore because that's exactly 9 damage onto Sino. So I think you actually all you need is a fresh wind.
I mean, I guess yeah, Sino already has his.
Oh talent. No, we do put the talent away. Okay, well, oh wait, no, we didn't get the fresh wind.
Yeah, there's no fresh wind. That is still not good.
No. Are we gonna
you can play countdown. Just play countdown.
We might countdown.
You have gamblers now. Just play countdown.
Yeah, we
countdown. Play the fast swap.
Yeah, pre-play the fast swap into countdown. I think you have to. Especially, I mean, yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Yeah, you play the fast swap. So you need to play 2 more cards or tune them. So I guess you could tune Lieben. You can tune. I don't know.
DiaDV put back the Woven as well, but I guess you don't actually.
No, you want to put back everything. You don't really need the Woven. Okay, so we're playing the Gamblers.
Yeah, because that's an extra die.
There is the countdown.
Oh!
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
I mean, that's one of the things I said. Like, this deck has a lot of tools to find specific cards, but it needs those specific cards. We drew the drill, we drew the talent, but there's no fresh one.
You can't tune the drill now because you play countdown.
Oh, you're right. Right. I mean, we could equip drill onto Chevrolet and swap over to her. Although, actually, now that pre-played quick swap is gonna come back to bite us.
Yeah, no, this is really grief because you don't even have a Lotus. DiaDV put back both Lotuses. You don't have any way to protect Sino, and like, I mean, even through Lotus, I think Adora just chunks him. So, no, what do you do now? You can't do what you want to do now. You can't do the funny. You're just sitting on Dea and
whoa, okay. Wait, this might. Hang on. This is gonna give so Adora can see that DiaDV is down to just 1 dice here, and as I've already mentioned, the Sign Overload deck doesn't have a lot of tools to generate dice on the fly. He knows there's 2 Wovens, but a 2 Wovens here won't let DiaDV do any more skills. Yeah, Heroes off to Sino.
Yeah, but this is like fine, right? You just go over to Dea. I
mean,
mean sorry,
losing-
not Dea, Chevreuse. Swap to Chevreuse.
Yeah, but you have to hope your opponent doesn't have like a Gambler's.
By the way, you just go Chevreuse.
All right, team.
Yeah.
Let's move
But
it
the
out.
Pyros should take out Chevreuse here, right? Oh, is this gonna be a Ram?
Oh.
Oh.
I accidentally pressed up, sorry. Stream scuff, I pressed a button on this headset, I'm not used to it.
Yeah, we had to... Oh, wait, what the?
What? Oh, okay.
Okay,
Pre-playing the fast swap because he is at 8 cards now.
very astute, very astute.
Yep. And now we'll just patiently wait for the next round because he wants the fresh wind. Where's the fresh wind, DiaDV? What did you do with it?
Bottom deck Fresh Wind, of course. I
Classic.
mean, the spots are looking so bad for Adora because losing Toma there means there's 2 less shields being generated every turn, in addition to 1 less character that you're able to swap stall between. So I still think DiaDV is very much in control of the game, right? As soon as he finds that Fresh Wind.
There's the talent, finally. And I think if you're Adora, you just tune.
Yeah.
You have to tune 2 and skill because you need those shield stacks on Crab.
For sure. Yeah, just 2 extra health here, getting up. Unfortunately, you know, with that talent being played at that timing, you won't get those 2 additional shields, but you will get them at the beginning of the next round.
Lotus. Still.
Yeah.
Maybe, no, you can't. Yeah, maybe DiaDV should have played a Tada.
Oh, wait a minute. So, DiaDV can actually deny the crab shields here, because the way it works is Adora has to take a turn before the shields get consumed.
Uh-huh.
And crab talent needs to oh, no, never mind. The order of the character talent. Yeah. It's been so long since I've seen crab, okay? Okay, I forgot the ordering of the shields, so never mind. So crab here is at an effective, let's see, 8. So he's at 11 right now.
Yes.
We'll immediately eat for 4 more shields. So this is 12 shield crab. But, so I think what DiaDV needs to do, I mean, first of all, still hasn't found Fresh Wind. But Fresh Wind even now is not going to kill crab. Adora's, I think, just... Ooh. We're just gonna
Wait,
quick
we're
kill.
just going. Okay, I guess we have Lotus, but I don't
Lotus
know.
isn't enough.
Yeah, Lotus isn't gonna do anything against.
Did he miscalculate?
Wait, I'm really confused actually.
So if you do this, that means you're gonna plan on finishing the game on either Chevreuse or Dea.
I am not sure what the plan is here. Okay, so Lotus.
I wonder if DiaDV miscounted.
Does Tada go underneath Lotus? You draw a card.
No. You'll break your own Lotus if you Tada.
Nowhere to run.
Okay, well, there's the skill from Sino, sending Adora's Crab into their own Sino and generating another overcharged ball. But now the question is, what do you do?
Yeah, Sino's skill should be 7 damage,
6,
unless
7.
I'm wrong.
Well, there's no...
Why would you count down there? Because you really need the dice to kill.
Does Prospector's Drill ever give additional damage?
I forgot Dea's shield.
Oh,
That's what I'm forgetting.
okay. So Prospector's Drill plus Dea reduction plus 3 HP
Yes, it's
plus
exact.
Lotus. Yeah, so Sino lives on 1.
Oh, and that's it?
That is it. Okay, the skill is all you need. You don't need to play the Pyro Friends or anything like that. And DiaDV has won 3rd place. Congratulations. And unfortunately, Adora, gets 4th, but did make it quite a long ways in this tournament. Of course, we don't get to see the full knockouts, unfortunately, but it is like this full 16-player single elimination tournament after that week-long preliminary phase. So there are a lot of games leading up to this result for sure.
Yeah, so big congratulations, definitely earning his 3rd place spot, and of course his top 8, unfortunately not able to make it to the live event, but yeah, good to see them back in action on stream here. Probably the last we've seen of DiaDV.
Yeah, I've been saying DiaDV because DiaDV is an EU player who actually did qualify for the Prince Cup tournament, so unfortunately was not able to make it to the live event, but yeah.
Yeah, so I guess all of the matchups I predicted there went the other way, because I said the Bennett deck was favored into the whale deck and lost, but then the crab deck should have been favored into sign overload, but lost. But I think I feel like there was some misplays on each side. Like we saw Bennett burst really coming out too slow
Hey,
in round
what's that?
1.
I hear something. I hear Notlin.
You hear Notlin?
Yeah, I hear Notlin. What's going on?
Oh, never mind. that will be the break in a second.
Amazing.
If you're wondering what I'm doing here,
Spoiling.
I am driving as well.
Yeah,
I
I
am in
mean,
the production crew.
What I'm looking at right now is Microsoft webpage instead of anything relevant.
Brand mention. Stop. Okay, we will be heading to a break here momentarily. Do you want to say anything before we throw to the break?
We're heading to a break here momentarily.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I guess we'll see you all in about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Don't go anywhere. Finals coming up.
Shambulia bebasila Pikana pakamwishowe Quantie tututau Utadamu yoyote Ludikwa pambachaya dunya Hadithi endelea Heshima warithi vizazi Ushuda wangaza Mbinguna nami Mada tena shina natan Nilebetu andoje Tatutama imea Ndugu Ashutaya
Hello! Welcome back.
And are we already on
No,
the
no, no,
finals?
not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we will be shortly jumping right in. We're not going to see the brackets again, but hello, welcome back. This is the Season 5 North America Finals. I am Blep.
And my name is Aaliyah, and we are going to be going into our finals match, so it will be Omeo versus Proxy, and I'm sure many of you are familiar with Proxy. I'm pretty sure...
Well, we've seen them several times in NA now.
Yeah,
finals, right?
but I'm pretty sure there is like a watch party going on with Proxy himself.
Oh, true. Maybe they are watching as well.
There's a group of players watching right now. Just a shout out to SI Binzu, Kevin Z, aka Proxy, Sean, Jocelyn, Pilot, Kaito. There's a bunch of people just watching for this moment. But you know, if you're unfamiliar, Proxy is Kevin Z. He is our wonderful champion from the Atlantic Prince Cup tournament, and very excited to watch his matches here. I'm not too familiar with Omeo, but I have seen them on the leaderboard, so it seems like we have perhaps a newcomer?
Yeah, well, they're pretty regular as least of 1 or 2 seasons ago. Again, I remember matching into them twice when I was playing in either Season 3 or 4. So I think this is the first time we're seeing them on camera here at NA, but a very seasoned player. But yeah, let's jump right in.
Well, I don't mean like a newcomer in the true sense of the word, but rather newcomer to... We've never seen them.
No, we haven't.
In the finals. Like,
Exactly.
this is our first time watching them play.
Okay.
So unless they go by a different alias in maybe another region, this is my first time watching them, so very excited.
Let's jump right into it then.
Yeah. So it looks like Omeo will be playing Kuching. Kuching 100% ban rate, by the way. That's always how I'm going to introduce
And win
it.
rate.
And win rate.
And win rate.
That's always how I'm going to introduce it, because yeah, we all know that Whale is broken right now, which is why it's getting a nerf into next patch. But I think it's more fun to say Kuching's banned.
Yeah, ooh, very. We see a couple of tech cards here. Sir Arthur, I think, jumps out to me as being a little bit interesting of an inclusion there. Just another way to draw more cards, because obviously you are tuning quite a lot of cards in this deck. And then we saw it used to very good effect, but that one cost Crown of Watatsumi there, instead of the double Ocean Hued Clam, which was originally, I think, what was in the deck. But we saw that equipped on Kuching, able to really punish a slower Bennett here. So we'll see if Omeo can use that effectively as well.
I like the cheeky Crown
I do.
of Watatsumi. Yeah.
It was pretty good. Like, you know, the 3 cost is nice because of that healing, but the damage adds up so fast on the one.
Well, it's Proxy playing the Kazahata. Wait, this is the Layla Herald variant, not Mona. Not Mona.
Yeah, I guess, you know, Proxy not choosing for that. So I believe Proxy was playing that Herald Claymore deck as well, and that was the deck that used Herald in the Prince Cup. But, you know, I was wondering if this would happen, but Proxy definitely had moved over to this Layla Herald variant at some point. Oh, actually, and no longer running Wagner.
Yeah, no Wagner here either, and it's not the weapon banner, it's just double Sapwood. So this is a very interesting and different setup, and I mean, I'm pretty sure Kevin Z or Proxy himself was popularizing this deck in the Atlantic Prince Cup tournament, and to see it go through many different changes. What?
I feel like I remember, you know, Kevin Z very much trash talking players who didn't play Wagner and run the 3 weapons, and here we see that he changed up his deck to remove Wagner and go back down to 2 weapons. So kind of eating his own words there. I'm calling you out. So no, I know what goes on behind the scenes.
I mean, it's probably because you have Layla and Herald instead of Mona and Signora, so I think a lot in the game plan has probably changed, and Kazaha, you know, this is the tail end of this patch.
Yeah.
A lot has been optimized since the beginning with the Atlantic and Pacific Prince Cup tournaments. It was basically the first and second week of the patch, and players were just scrambling to figure out what is actually going to be good, and Kazaha did disappoint Kevin Z in that first day. He lost so many times, they played it a million times in a row, did not get a win on it, and
lost 3 times in a row to Ting on the deck.
I really feel like he in particular would understand why Kazaha needs certain changes
For sure.
in the deck composition.
Yeah, I think Proxy definitely is the one that kind of pioneered, I would say, this Kazaha version of the deck. As we saw, he was the only one really in Atlantic to bring it. And then once we got to Pacific, I think a few players did copy that deck, you know, bringing that Mona, Kazaha, Signora combination.
Yeah, but here we go. This is match 1 starting at the finals. Of course, I believe this is a best of 3, just like 3rd place. They're battling it out for 1,000 USD, and this is specifically the North American Castles Gathering Season 5 2024 finals. If you want to watch Asia or EU, I believe they've already aired Staffa and Rin Taicho casting for EU. Meanwhile, Kojo Creations and Kettle Toro casting for Asia, all on their respective channels. So if you're curious to watch those VODs, make your way on over there. But yeah, we're here for this finals. This is the first match in a best of 3.
Well, with the patch having started, this is the last best of 3 full version 4.8.
For Whale.
For Whale.
Goodbye, Whale.
Yeah.
I mean, Kuching, sorry.
Sorry, yes. No, well, Kuching's here to stay. Kuching didn't even get nerfed at all. Ooh.
Serene double weapons.
That's actually really good. So the weapon one is actually one of the better ones you can draw. I wonder if that was a mistake.
So I have never actually seen Sir Arthur played.
Do you remember what it does?
Nope. So that's why I'm asking.
Okay, so it's a 0-cost companion card. When you tune 2 cards, at the end of the round, Sir Arthur will copy the top card of your opponent's deck. So very interesting that Omio didn't play Sir Arthur before tuning 2 cards. I would have thought you would have wanted to draw that extra card, so I feel like that was a mistake.
It could have been a mistake, I guess, but there's the Timaeus discounted because of Dinnersod, and those 3 dice will either go to Layla's skill or to leave in Golden Troop on Herald. Maybe this is a pass.
This, knowing Proxy / Yosni, this is almost certainly a pass. Very addicted to the old Ramp 8. Float 8 and pass. Ooh.
Is it floating if you're actually using the dice for ramping? It's ramp 8.
Yeah, I guess it's a ramp. People use the term interchangeably. Okay, very odd sequence from Omio there. Tuning a 2-cost veterans, which messes up the whale HP gain a little bit by only giving +2 instead of +3, and then equipping the 3-cost Marishose Hunter. I feel like you should have done it the other way around. I know the 3-cost is better, but at that point, getting an extra health on Whale might be more relevant, but we'll see. Oh, another 1-cost?
Another one. Well, I wonder
what
no,
the first one wasn't.
Yeah, the first one was a 0-cost.
Yes.
But I wonder what this one is going to be. I forget, is Lutein 1-cost?
Lutein is... Wait, which one's Lutein?
The health one.
No, Lutein is not a 1-cost.
I really want to see Lutein.
No, I'm wrong. Tobias is the discard.
Yeah, Tobias is the discard one, which is pretty good. Well, but here we go.
Oh!
3 cards.
So copied from the opponent's deck. So that
one
was...
One of them Parametric Golden House and I believe Heart of Corinna?
Yes. Which is actually a pretty good draw. Again, that's one of the more powerful cards. Not only just drawing you 3 cards, but most of the time you can use those cards off your opponent's deck because they're playing pretty good cards too. Double Golden Hounds, though, not looking very good in this specific hand. Would have loved that last turn for Marishose Hunter. Ooh.
Double Golden House into the Catalyst equipped on the Layla, surely. But no, we are swapping over to Kuching after tuning the Heart of Coverina, and maybe those 2 Golden House will also be tuned at this point.
Yeah, I think so. If you're tuning that heart, then it almost certainly means you want to tune 2 more 0-cost cards. Because again, the way Whale does work is you want to tune 3 cards of the same cost.
It's interesting that Omeo didn't equip it.
Yeah, I think he really just wants that extra HP because you have Marishose Hunter now on Whale. And yeah, we're going to see the double tune.
Yep, there we go. And now we have 2 Electro Dice to work with. Whale's getting 3 health because 3 0-costs were tuned. And drawing some cards. Looks like Dunyarzad was drawn out.
Speed of
light. Yeah, we might see another Dunyarzad play down, and that means Omio is going to be able to deploy Paimon, but it's going to be a little bit late, right? We saw last round, the Kazuha deck here, despite having Layla, is actually really aggressive. It can pile on a ton of damage, and Proxy did draw... Ooh. This free equip. Did draw both Sapwoods.
Yeah, it is a free equip of that Sapwood Blade, and we're not going to go for a normal attack. We're going to skill, and this will swap off on the Herald, but when Proxy swaps back over to Kazuha, it will be a plunging attack and will generate 2 Anemo dice on top of Swirling Anemo if there's any elemental auras, so...
Yeah. So very interesting switch. So I've noticed that this Layla Kazuha variant, so normally with the Mona Kazuha, what you would do was Mona skill and then swirl that Hydra using that quick swap from Mona, but it looks like with the Layla version, you're much more inclined to not swirl with that initial Kazuha skill, but instead you save it for that Anemo-infused plunge to swirl after you go onto Herald.
I really like this line. So Herald's skill, there will be a follow-up, and Omeo is basically going to use all of their dice right now. There's the Parametric Transformer, and this is going to be a pass. So then the follow-up is going to deal Hydro again, but now Proxy should swap over to Kazuha and swirl all of that with the plunging attack.
Yeah, and that's going to be a 3 damage plunge, which does put Keqing down on 4, which actually, though, is not enough.
But the plunging attack will generate 2 Anemo dice, and they'll have more actions.
They will, but not enough still to do enough damage, I think.
With Layla's Starry Night stacks.
I always forget that. No, you're right. That is enough. Wow. Okay, and I think we're going to see why Layla is becoming a popular choice for
this is a chain freeze as well. Oh, this is going to be so brutal. Is this a burst or a skill? It's a skill, right? Because then you can swap back.
I think it's just a normal attack. I think you just take out Keqing here with a normal attack.
But maybe
because
I
think you want to save the Hydro auras to freeze next round if possible. The one reason we could go for a skill here is it will actually pop the Parametric Transformer if Proxy goes for a skill into another infused plunge, because that is 2 skills used that deal elemental damage. So can actually deny those 2 dice.
Actually, so you could skill, and then I'll go on to Herald, and you just swap back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, we saw, if you remember from Prince Cup Atlantic, we saw Kevin Z do this to Mr. Pillow as well, who played a Parametric Transformer round 1, getting punished by that really surprising interaction where Kazuha's plunging attack does count as a skill, which normally is not the case for effects like Parametric.
Proxy could even go for a Gilded Equip. So, Golden House, Liar Song...
What is the artifact on Kazuha right now? I actually didn't catch that. Maybe someone in the chat knows. Is it Gamblers? Because if it's Gamblers, it could change a lot.
I don't remember. I admittedly do not remember, but it will be a skill here. This is what I personally agree with. So even though you're using that chain freeze now, you do have another action from that swap back onto Kazuha, and it will proc that Parametric.
Okay.
Like Blep was saying.
Looks like Kazuha already had a Gilded, drawing a card off of that swirl reaction. I see a question in chat from Winterkin. Can Sir Arthur copy arcane cards too? Yeah. Sir Arthur can copy anything at all. So if there's an arcane card in your opponent's deck and you don't have one, you can copy it and play it.
Here we go. Liar Song and a Golden House will make this a 1 cost Gilded. I wonder though.
I think this is just to draw an additional card.
What do you draw though?
Oh, I guess you don't draw anything.
Yeah, you don't draw anything because there's no reaction.
So we'll have to see what
Probably
the
a swap
follow-up
off.
is. Yeah, I think this might just be to swap off. Oh.
Wait.
I see. It's deploying this own Parametric Transformer here. Proxy's like, no, this is how you play Parametric Transformer.
Never mind, we're not switching off yet.
Don't steal my Parametric Transformer and play it. You don't know how to use it.
Wow, that's so brutal. But yeah, there is the Parametric Transformer popping on the side of Omeo, and unfortunately, those dice are going into the void.
Yeah, one common thing that you can do to save those dice, you'll occasionally see players bait out Parametrics and then have a Liben to catch those extra dice, because of course Parametric Transformer always produces dice of 3 different elements, so you can always go to Liben. So if you do play Parametric Transformer, it's always a good backup plan.
Oh, another Serene on the side of Omeo. I wonder if Serene is going to be helpful, you know, we saw so many amazing plays during Atlantic Prince stuff with Serene and the support cards generated, but I don't think it's helped any of the whale players.
Yeah, I mean, we have yet to see the Topias high roll from Whale. Of course, Topias being the card that lets you draw. Every time you play a card, you have a 50-50 chance of drawing or discarding, and each discard feels Whale. So with that, you can actually pump up Whale in one turn really fast.
It's the artifact one. I don't remember the names.
No, I don't have the names. We should have prepared a little bit more for that, I think. Or I just saved my card from Atlantic. But it's okay. I'm sure people in chat will be able to remind us of the names here. We'll have to see. Those aren't the best artifacts either. A 1 and a 2 cost are not what you want to see. Although I guess you have Timaeus as well that you could be tuning.
Yeah, Omeo not in the best of spots here. This Fontaine, well, Central Laboratory Rooms. I really want to call it Fontaine Research Zoo because that's what it is.
If you want to call it that on this cast, you are welcome to do that. Freaky.
But it will allow Omeo to generate Omni Dice every time they tune 3 cards.
Ooh, Vanessa can let them tune even more. But what they're missing right now is draw power, right? They have only 5 cards in hand. I don't know what that 0-cost card is in Omeo's hand. It should almost always be at least a draw 2 effect. I believe all the 0-cost Melusines will either draw 2 cards in some fashion or something equivalent. But the downside here is, with those Electro Auras on Proxy's characters, Whale can't actually freeze here, right? The Layla Starry Night does have the Cryo follow-up, but the Hydra will get eaten up by one of the Electro Auras on the other side.
Yeah,
Whoop.
Looks like we're tuning the Melusine support here. 2 more cards to get another Omni Dice, and there are 2 more Electro Dice left, so there goes Vanessa's Rebellion, there's goes Heart of Camarena, and now we're at 10 dice for Omeo, and Will is about to wreak havoc.
Yeah, it's going to discard the remaining card. So I think if Omeo tuned there, I believe that would have most likely been the Melusine that fills your side with each side with support cards. Because that's really the only card that would be not useful in this.
One with nature.
Ooh, we're staying on Cosmo. No. I forgot. So you use the skill and it swaps off immediately. But yeah, skill, the swap off. Just a normal attack on the side of Omeo, proccing Herald's Revive.
Yeah, I think they really want to save that Tada because Whale may get frozen next round. But
maybe this round because Proxy has so much dice to work with.
It could be this round, but we're probably going to see a Whale burst and then just try and wait into the next round. I think round 3 is where Omeo needs to play for, because this round has no chance that Omeo will be able to take out the characters. But with the help of Whale burst, provided Omeo has tuned enough cards, and 3-cost cards in particular, could be a pretty devastating end of the round.
I think, unfortunately, so you can't equip the Gilded because you want to use the Golden Troop reduction, but you Herald skill here, and even if Omeo has Tada and takes Herald out for some reason, I think that's just beneficial for Proxy, because...
Oh wait, it will be a freeze here.
You just go Kasaha.
Layla. I always forget about Layla Starry Night.
Yeah, it's a freeze.
So Omeo does have the option. Oh, it is
yep,
gonna be...
there it is.
Oh, that really hurts though.
It does. So I mean, Chatter is 2.
Oh, does it take out Hazaha?
Yes.
Whoa.
So many.
Okay, I mean, Proxy had to have known that that was a possibility, but I think Herald just
sweeps.
Oh no, but if you end right now, if Omeo ends right now, the summon will fire immediately. Oh, I think that was a mistake.
Let's go for a walk then.
So,
I guess Layla doesn't matter.
So, no, you have, Proxy has the other Sapwood in hand. So, Whale being on 3 health, you just equip Sapwood onto Layla and you went with Layla.
Layla would have been able to finish it.
So you have to swap off, yeah.
Yeah. But this does mean Herald is protected from that Whale Burst. Of course, it will fire, right as the round ends here.
And this is fine, though. This is fine for Proxy because, I mean, either way, Proxy does have the 1-cost Sapwood and the Gilded that he could equip onto Herald or Layla. Like at this point, I think the world is Proxy's oyster.
I mean, if we see Layla solo, that would be very funny. But I don't think Layla has enough damage here. Right, a Sapwood equipped for 1, then it would be 2 more normal attack. That's still only 6 damage, which is not at all enough to finish the game here.
I think Proxy is considering how he wants to use these 5 dice in hand, because he has at least 2 actions, 3 with Sapwood. So maybe it could be a Layla sweep.
I don't think we have just 3 with Sapwood, right? Because Sapwood will net you 2 extra die. Yeah. So just going back up to... I think I like this. You still want to play around freeze.
I guess it's not quite 3.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. It's not quite 3.
Most likely see a Gilded here just for the dice fixing, because you don't actually have 3 Hydra to work with. Could be a Herald Burst, actually. I think the Underwater Current here would be quite taxing with Omeo left on only Layla and Whale, who are most likely going to normal attack.
So, Herald survives with proc, so you could just skill, and you'll do additional damage. Yeah, I think it's just a skill. like another skill after this.
Yeah, you do deny that summon damage at the end of the turn. So now the question is, do you go for a burst or do you go for a skill? A burst will... I think they're the same. So if you burst here, I think it's pretty good for you.
Yeah, that summon's gone. I forgot it worked that way.
Yeah, yeah. So the only thing you have to play around now is, does your opponent have the second Tada? I think if Omeo can draw enough cards with the Serene and Sir Arthur, you can get Whale back up above 6. I think you need 6 HP to tank through a Layla Starry Night and then use a skill. Oh wait, how much damage? Wait, the damage cap on Whale is now +4. Yeah, so even with Layla's skill, it will not protect her from a fully charged Whale skill. At least not until the next version, because they're also hitting Whale skill to reduce that by another one.
I mean, I guess you could just burst here and then, I mean, there's no difference between skilling and bursting.
Exactly.
So I think you burst because it will apply Curse the Undercurrent.
Yeah,
And it could slow Omeo down by a bit.
Yeah, you'll require Omeo to tune an additional card, but unfortunately, like, Omeo already wants to tune 6 cards. So it's really a question of, can Omeo draw 6 cards? I think Omeo needs to draw 6 cards in order to find their way back in the game and find Tada.
I guess we'll have to see what happens with Serene here.
Okay, so no Tada yet.
2 cards.
Yeah,
another
2
2 cards. 4 cards total. And Serene should generate 1, and we'll have to see what it is.
Yeah.
Could very well be possible.
I mean, anything's possible with Serene, really. We'll have to see if Omeo can... Oh, it's a 0 cost, okay.
It is a 0 cost.
You gotta
Alright,
play
what is it? You gotta play it. What is it? Ooh, okay, so.
Oh, that's actually quite good, because that's 3... You got all 2 costs as well, yeah. So this is going to be 3 extra HP on Whale. Oh no, those are another card tuned, okay.
Oh, Vanessa!
Oh, Vanessa's tuning
Wait, that's huge!
I think we need... we want to strategize here to see what we draw. Oh, there's the other Tada! I think that's it.
Oh, man!
I think that's it.
I think that has to be it.
As long as you don't discard that Tada. Oh yeah, we generate even more cards. Oh,
Taromaru.
No, this isn't
If only that would come up. Yeah, there we go. It's getting tuned. Unfortunate. But this is definitely going to be it. You could even play Vanessa and tune 3 more.
Yeah, well, you don't want to.
You don't want to tune Tada.
You can't lose Tada here.
You can't lose Tada.
So I think you just... Okay, you go for the instructors. That feels a little greedy, but I guess that's okay. I don't think that was necessary.
Wait, why are we playing instructors actually?
No, I actually don't know.
I don't understand that, but...
Yeah, there's no reactions coming down here, so instruction doesn't do anything, except okay, I take that back. Layla Stars again. Always forget about the Layla Stars. But I think a normal attack there would have just been better. I really don't think we needed a skill. But that's it.
I mean, I guess you can skill because you have all the dice in the world for it after tuning everything. But yeah, this should be it. Unless Proxy has something really incredible up his sleeve. But we know Omeo has the other Tada. Fortunately, there's the freeze.
Yeah,
Omeo will be able to break it.
We would have needed a Lotus here to survive the hit from Whale, but I believe this should be exactly 6.
Ta-da! I forgot to do it before. But yeah, it is 6 because 15 divided by 3 is 5 plus 1 from the base of Whale skill. But that is game 1 of the grand finals, and it looks like left. I wonder if we're gonna go to a game 3 actually.
Stop spoiling it by peeking ahead at the time.
It's not spoiling.
I mean, this is for the people watching at home.
Well, I'm not spoiled. I don't know what's gonna happen.
But yeah,
I just need the time.
Yeah, that was pretty close of a match, I think. Really coming down to those 2 Tadas, right? Both of them able to break freeze, and Whale is one of those characters which are like very capable at taking the hits off of the Tada. Because obviously you are still doing 3 damage to yourself. I see the Super Time copy pasta a little bit in the chat there.
Oh yeah, that was definitely picking up a lot of traction in the tavern server. Yeah. Everyone spamming about Whale with emojis. It's really funny.
It will be the last of it, so we'll have to see if Proxy decides to bring their own Whale deck as well. As let me get this set up as we'll jump right in. Game number 2.
Yeah, here we go. Game 2 of the grand finals. This is season 5, 2024. What?
Hang on. This can't be right. Hang on. Omeo just... Oh, okay. Did I paste the...
You did.
Oh, I got the wrong link. Never mind. Man, I cannot get this right. I cannot
So
get
it
this
will be game 2 soon. Game 1 again.
That was so riveting, of course. Who wouldn't want to watch Game 1 again? Oh, let me bring this on screen. It's not yet up. Oh, man. Okay. It's so hard running both sides at once. But we have Sign Overload, of course. Slightly different character ordering as well. I wonder if this is going to come up.
Yeah, I wonder what it's playing around. It could just be playing around the mirror matchup in some way. Because normally you have Sino in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you put Sino on the side?
I mean, it could be playing into, you know, something that's happening in the mirror match, of course, right? With the overload off of Shivers putting you onto Sino instead of Dea. But otherwise, the deck looks pretty typical. I don't really see anything too surprising here from the Sign Overload deck. We've seen this quite a few times already. Yeah, really nothing new here that really is worth talking about. Hopefully Omeo draws that fresh wind.
Even though there's nothing new here for us to talk about, we'll still be explaining what happens as it happens, because there's some pretty interesting mechanics in the Sign Overload deck with Shivers, but I believe that most people in the chat here should be familiar with what both of these decks do, not just the Shivers version, but this Crab version as well.
Yeah.
So,
Proxy not opting to choose the Kazuha deck again. So this is still a conquest format, which means if you lose on a deck, you are able to play it again. But so far in both our best of threes, it looks like the players do want some, like, are trying to opt for more variety, switching decks up. But we are going to see this matchup once again. We already saw it once in our third place match.
we did.
Ooh,
so
Dawn Winery too.
Dawn Winery is a pretty popular choice.
Yeah.
And I think it proved itself during the Prince Cup tournaments.
Yeah, especially I think in this matchup, it's very important to be able to swap. Like, again, Sino decks have a problem generating dice, and you really do want to swap stall in the Sino matchups because you want your opponent to use up all their dice, taking out your two support characters, like Crab Toma or Shivers Dea, and then leave their own Sino exposed so you can use up all your dice, hitting more important characters.
Yeah, but here we go. This is game 2 of the finals starting, and this could be the end of it all if Omeo takes this second game. Or we could be going on to game 3 if Proxy manages to take a win. I mean, considering Proxy is Kevin Z, our Atlantic Prince Cup champion, up against rather newcomer to the Castles Gathering finals, at least the live streams. It's hard to say who's gonna win. Omeo already up 1 game.
I mean, I still think the Crab deck is favored. I believe when we saw the last player in the round of in the third place match, I think got a little bit unlucky with their rolls. I mean, did they win? No, they lost on that one. Yeah, I think not able to kind of close out the game. But I do believe that was a misplay. We'll have to say Kevin Z misplays at all on when they're playing the Crab deck. I know this is their preferred Sino deck as well, so pretty much a good comfort pick. Not choosing to throw back Kazuha though. Unfortunately, Kevin Z is still maintaining a bad win rate with Kazuha decks.
See in chat, Bacon Fat is saying, Tada needs to be deleted. We need Goulash, and you have to play it before getting frozen. Superbird saying, Goulash to prevent freeze is a fantastic idea. You know, when I thought of a freeze breaking food card, my first thought was Goulash as well, and that was like a year ago, it feels like.
Yeah.
Because freeze used to be really popular back then as well.
I mean, it still is, even with Tada around, which is pretty surprising, but I think Tada costing you 3 health is actually quite a good way to balance it, right? It's not free. You need to, you know, pay something to break that freeze.
I feel like you can have both Goulash and Tada. I feel like Goulash would be a really cool addition food card. Probably would be expensive to play as well.
Ooh.
There we go! Older is the fresh wind that DiaDV was looking for.
A little early though, I think.
It is pretty early. Countdown. Where's our dice again?
We'll hopefully see them in a little bit. So Countdown, I'm probably not going to play. We basically play 2 strategizers. Of course, Countdown is 3 strategizers in a trench coat, so they'll be playing 5 total this round. Oh, Tuning Countdown.
Look alive! Tuning Countdown, that is an interesting choice, but I think judging by the dice left, it's going to be a leave and play and pass.
Yeah, I think when you already played 2 strategizers, it's not too important to play Countdown. It's very common for even the Sino deck to open with playing a Countdown to draw a bunch of cards, but you already played 2 strategizers, you really don't need 5.
Yeah. So, yeah. Good job, Proxy.
Yeah, that was a very big ramp turn again, and I think this is really how you want to play that matchup. But I think the crucial thing that Proxy needs to do is try and keep Toma alive a little bit longer, because losing a character, especially in a deck that wants to swap stall between the non-Sino characters, it's pretty crucial.
Seed Dispensary to Maya's General's Ancient Helm in Proxy's hand before Levin even gives 2 cards. That is quite the turn, I think, for Proxy.
Yeah, you know, the crab deck much better at generating those dice, I think, than the Sign Overload deck.
So I didn't catch the cards on Toma and Sino, by the way. Is one of them...
One of them's Golden Troop.
Golden Troop.
Reward.
Are they
It's a
both
0
Golden
cost.
Troop?
I think 2 of them are, yeah. I think Crab is the only one
Tenacity.
with an equipment.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
think... Pretty sure Crab has Tenacity.
Ooh, playing that talent first, very important there. Able to trigger the talent right away by eating the Tenacity shields.
All right, team. Let's
Yeah, I'm
move
not
it out.
sure why you wouldn't play it immediately in general. I guess there are some cases where you wouldn't.
It's that
but-
Pyro application, but because Dea already applied Pyro to Crab, you're not giving your opponent an extra elemental aura.
Right. So, Omeo on Chevreuse now, and Proxy on Toma. Is Proxy just going to skill here?
I think so. I mean, Toma does have that Golden Troops reward, so skill is going to cost 2. You know, Proxy definitely incentivized to swap around and just use up those Golden Troops rewards this round. Again, you don't want to be the first player to have to go over to Sino and leave them open to Pyro-Res, Sino Talent, and all of those cards. So as much as possible, you want to stay in your 2 Pyro characters, and the advantage here for the Crab side is your 2 Pyro characters are just generally better than the other 2 on your opponent's side. And here's the swap stall starting already.
Yep, the swap stall is going on now. We are in a standoff, as is very custom with decks like this that can just snipe you off immediately.
Yeah, I mean, Proxy doing this mainly to manage that Pyro aura, right? Like, every Pyro you get on your character is potentially a one-hit KO between Pyro-Res, Sino Talent, and the Overload reaction. And after exactly 10 damage, that's really the thing that makes these Sino decks so scary, is that combination of cards. As we see, some of them being drawn here.
No Prospector's Drill.
No Prospector's Drill,
I think
yeah.
that's what Omeo was looking for, but there's the fast
Our
swap,
mission
and this
begins.
should just be... Is this Pyro-Res Sino Talent skill?
I think, yeah, you just want to pump out damage here, so going for a very aggressive opening.
And of course, I mean, it just eats through Crab Shields, and yeah. But there's an overcharged ball generated by that Overload reaction via Chevreuse' passive.
Check this out.
Yeah, but Proxy very happy here just to stay on Toma and deal, grab more shields to Crab, recharge it, and use up the Golden Troops reward here. I think Proxy playing this matchup a lot more correct than we saw in the game 3, where you're basically using Crab as that tank, absorbing Pyro as much as possible, and then just keeping the shields healthy, but using Toma's skill, and then eventually burst, and then going to Sino as late as possible.
Yep, swap over onto Dea, away from Sino, who unfortunately has that Pyro aura. Omeo is going to be dancing around quite a bit trying to avoid the overloads, but Proxy's in a pretty good situation here, I think, because his Sino doesn't have Pyro.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, that Pyro on that rhymes. The Pyro on Sino is like the thing you really want to avoid in the specific matchup, because it's just, once you have that Pyro, once you're marked by that Pyro, you're just so much more vulnerable to all the other things that your opponent could have. You know, Pyro-Res, obviously now we see that in Proxy's hand, is going to be able to take out Sino as long as he can draw that quick swap.
General's Ancient Helm into Lieben Pass for Proxy, and looks like Omeo is going to be following with Lieben of his own and like Love and Fisherman.
Yeah, still no Prospector's Drill, and that's actually really important for Omeo to find. We might see that second Sumo Res go down just to dig for it.
I think you have to.
Yeah, without Drill, Sino is still threatening, but nowhere near the power level as with Drill equipped. Just that combination of the Drill with the Chevreuse Overcharge Ball is just so crucial to be able to take out your opponents, even without an Elemental Aura already applied.
It is Proxy's turn, and we're on Toma right now. Seed Dispensary, is this going to be Dawn Winery? It is Dawn Winery. I guess you wouldn't need to play the other Tamayas, considering you already have all these artifacts on.
Yeah, and this is a great position for Proxy, just offering up a character that is not Sino and saying, here, waste your dice on my Crab, And if Omeo gets baited into using up too many of their dice on characters other than Sino, we'll see most likely Proxy go over to their own Sino and then safely skill, potentially with Pyro-Res, to take out characters one at a time. It's kind of like just like a slow and steady strategy, right? You just keep baiting your opponents and use up their dice, go over to Sino, use a skill, swap back off, and then do it again the next round.
Yeah, but I don't know. So Omeo like chunked out Crab's shields last turn with the overload reaction. Now Proxy has even more shields. Oh wait, no.
Yeah,
no.
shuffling away everything.
Still no drill.
Yeah, no drill.
That's so bad, actually.
That's really bad. I mean, we do have that fresh wind, but without drill, I mean, one of the things drills does, not doesn't mitigate damage, but it lets you draw more cards in your deck, right? Every time you discard a card to drill, it builds up a stack, and then when you use an ability, you get those cards back.
All right, team,
by
let's
drawing
move it out.
into new ones. So it is very much worth it to find that drill, but yeah, Omeo not able to.
Swap on to Chevreuse. I guess Omeo can only swap stall at this point. This is really Proxy's game to take advantage of right now, going for the Crab skill, building up more of those shield stacks, and of course, if you're unfamiliar with Crab Burst, because we don't actually get to see it that often, in the first place, Crab wasn't played too much before this patch. It was only Zero playing Sino Crab, but that damage on Crab's Burst will go up as those shield points are stacked. So you can get some pretty high damage that burst.
Yeah, we're probably never going to see Proxy here use Crab Burst. I believe the shields are... You're not really wanting to stack up shields. Again, this is not a Crab deck. Crab is just here to support Sino and make sure there is a character that can tank damage. So the shields likely aren't going to be high enough for Proxy to use Burst. Unless, of course, if both Sinos end up getting taken out, then we might see a situation where Proxy does build up to that Crab Burst.
Swap on to Dea, and now, I mean, skill again, right?
We might just see a swap into Toma, to be honest. We could see another skill. I think Proxy wants to always keep pace with his opponent's dice and not... Okay, never mind. We are probably going to see a skill.
Need to skill again, why not? And then probably Countdown. I don't think Proxy cares at this moment because of the 12 shield stacks on Crab, and also now there's Pyro application on all of Omeo's characters, so Proxy can snipe one off and then prepare to Fresh Wind. Wait, is there even Fresh Wind in this deck?
Proxy. I don't think Proxy runs any arcanes in this deck.
I was gonna say you could
No.
Snipe one off with Sino, and then quick swap over to Sino again, Fresh Wind, take the other two out. But without Fresh Wind, I guess that probably won't happen. But
unless you steal it somehow from like a Serene or a Sir Arthur or something like that.
That'd be pretty funny.
That would be really funny. But unfortunately, I don't think I didn't get a chance to look at the list very closely. Kind of glaze over it. I believe Proxy and I have been running any Wovens in this deck. This is a double Pyro deck that does not use Wovens, as far as I'm aware. Not good enough these days.
Really isn't, but I do think Proxy should just play Countdown here and pass the turn. He's probably thinking if he needs to account for anything else.
No, with 18 health on Crab and no current Pyro application, this seems like a pretty safe play, especially because your opponent doesn't have Drill.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think a pass here is fine. You're never avoiding the overload no matter what. If you go to Toma, then the overload will be sent anyway and put you on Sino, which is not what you want because then Dea's skill will tag your Sino with Pyro.
There it is, Proxy ending after playing Countdown. Drew out the other Tenacity the Millith. The first one is already on Crab. There's a General's Ancient Helm on Toma. So this one is almost certainly going to be for Sino at some point, but Omeo having to tune to skill on Sino, and Crab will be overloaded off.
Yeah, but here's the scary thing. Now Omeo's Sino
down
is
to
at those 4 stacks, so it could excuse me, start doing an extra 2 damage every round.
Boom! Alright, now we're only at 4 shield stacks.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need a lot though, as long as Crab can survive. And I think the key difference here between our 3rd place match is notably Toma is still alive. Right, not only alive to put more shields onto Crab, but also to swap stall between and not have to go to Sino. That was really what the problem was the last time we saw this matchup, is Toma went down too early.
Who has the advantage right now?
100% Proxy.
Yeah, it has to be Proxy.
No, I mean, that Liben at 2 as well, not having enough dice to even get up to 3 and draw additional cards. Might be intentional, because Omeo would have overdrawn this turn. But it is not a good matchup. Not only that, Omio's Opera Epicless not able to function well in this matchup because your opponent has so much equipment. They're almost always higher than you, and so it's another dead card you have in this matchup.
Is there ever a world where, I mean, I don't think you go to Sino at this point as Proxy, even if Dea would be a free snipe. You just stay on Toma or go back to Crab, right?
Right. Basically, you want to put your opponent in the position to be the one to make the first move,
right?
Take out your characters, and then you can use that to your advantage to take out the opposing Sino. Because if Omio ever goes onto Sino without Fresh Wind backup, then Proxy has that Pyro-Res Quick Swap talent, which 10 damage right up. But Omio does have that Lotus.
This is why Dawn Winery is so good here, because Proxy basically has 2 free swaps a turn, so he can just go over to Crab without actually using any resources to do that and force Omeo to do something first. Ooh, we're playing an Opera Epiclase to kind of fix our dice here. I wonder if the other one will also come out. Nope.
Yeah, the dice are the only problem for Proxy this round. Not having the Liben to get those 2
All right, team, let's move it out.
Opera does fix that a little bit. But it's going to have to tune a lot if you want a Crab skill here. Although, here's a second Opera.
You could use your second Opera, but I don't know what you replace, because...
Probably the Seed Dispensary.
I guess you don't need the Seed Dispensary at this point. You have another one in your hand.
No, unless you want to draw a second Dawn Winery and really...
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, you could have a totally free Dawn Winery at some point. But, I don't know. I guess you're fine. Okay, we're tuning the Seed Dispensary.
Yeah, I don't think we need a second Dawn Winery, really. It would be nice, though.
Tuning? Wait, was that the Tenacity getting tuned? I think
that was. I think it's too late. Sino right now has 2 stacks of Golden Troops reward. So you don't want to replace it.
You don't want to replace it. Okay, that makes sense. And you have the free General's Ancient Helm, which will basically do the same thing, minus the dice from Tenacity, so...
Time to get down
to
business.
Skill it is, and Omeo swaps back onto Dea.
Yeah, I wonder if we will see Proxy actually use up the swap stall a bunch of times, use up the Golden Troop stacks on Sino for damage, and then equip the Helm on Sino. That's going to give Crab 8 shields a turn, and I think that's going to put the game out of reach for Omeo.
I think that Proxy probably doesn't want to go to Toma right now, just in case there is something like Fresh Wind, Prospector's Drill, like etc. etc.
I mean, it could be almost anything, right? With Sino at 4 stacks, the skill already with the Overload does 7 by itself. It could be any combination of cards.
Oh, we're tuning going for a burst. This is going to deal a lot of damage. It's divided by 2, right? So
it's 6 plus 1 base.
7 damage?
With 2 piercing, yeah.
Ooh, okay. Dea and Severus are both in a world of hurt unless Omeo plays that Lotus.
Yeah, I mean, Omeo could go over to Sino and just deal a lot of damage to reduce this burst, which is an option.
But you have no bet swap, right? You have no way to go over there to actually, like, chunk out Crab. I think you have to stay on Dea, and it looks like...
Probably a skill.
Yeah. Tuning everything for a skill. This will give some damage reduction as well.
Yeah, but more damage going on to Sino here.
They left at 2.
Yeah, and this is really, I think, how you're meant to play this matchup. Right? Notably, Proxy has not gone over to Sino yet at all, and he doesn't need to, because his 2 Pyro characters in Toma and Crab are perfectly capable of doing a lot of damage themselves, whereas Omeo cannot really do much on Dea or Sheva.
I was like, wait, what? And then I remember the Golden Troop stack, so we're eating those up now. Dea is gone. Out comes Cheverus. Of course, this will be a swap back onto Crab, but Sino's burst stacks are ready to go for Proxy.
Yeah, and really, all Proxy needs to do is swap stall now between Toma and and Crab until Omeo puts Sino out in front. And really, Fresh Wind is the only way for Omeo to get out of this game, but with 3 characters left alive, you can't double Fresh Wind, right? Unless you really go harder with Serene, but I'd love to see that, by the way.
Yeah, Omeo finally drew that Prospector's Drill, but I don't think it's going to be of any assistance at this point. I think Proxy already has the upper hand and is never going to let Sino be vulnerable.
Yeah, I think the game is already out of reach here, especially with Crab now at 11 without with 4 more shields on the way, 6 more actually.
Second Prospector's Drill in Omeo's hand.
Yeah.
I mean, so there is Tada Overcharge Ball, Pyro-Res, double called in for Coolino.
Well, you don't need Tada here because your opponent already has Pyro. Let's see. So Sino with Pyro Res and Talent will do 13, I believe, if I do the quick math correctly.
Romeo's no fast swap now. That is the other problem. So there's no real way. Like
yeah.
I think Omeo just has to
You gotta sit
stay
on
on Chevreuse and waste dice.
Yep. That's pretty much... I mean, and we saw this on the opposite side, right? The Crab deck last time was the one put into this position where it was forced to skill on a character. It was just going for it.
Well,
I kind of like this. Okay, so here's what I like. Why I like it from Omeo, even though we're probably about to see him lose, is there's no other way for you to win the game, right? If you stay on Chevreuse and do anything, you will lose 100%. You just have to hope your opponent may not have the quick swap if you go over to Sino.
There's the fast swap, the countdown being a really big investment, but
It is.
like look how much dice Omeo has left, but going for this play anyway. You have Tandoori in hand, you have Fresh Wind, you have Gamblers equipped, you have double called in for cleanup, you have Pyro-Res. There is a lot at your disposal to do damage here, but yeah. How much is this actually going to do? It's +2.
I think it's 13. I believe I believe before we play this call for cleanup, it should be 13 with because Drill does not yet give +1 damage because there are no stacks right now. We just equipped it.
Do you ever go for
a Tada?
No,
So a Tada would give you 2 extra damage because it spits out the overcharge ball for 1 damage, gives you a stack on the Drill, and then you'll be doing 14 plus 1, so 15 damage, 16, 17. I think it's one shot.
Called in for cleanup.
I think it's one shot.
This is crazy.
I could be wrong. I think if you could Tada and kill Crab, but you'd be one shot. Yeah.
Okay, so that did 14 damage?
14 damage, yeah, that should be right. 14 should be right.
And now you have no dice left.
Now you have no dice left, and yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Proxy fast swapping onto Sino with talent. Does not need to do anything fancy at all. Pyro-Res not needed. Sino falls here, and out comes Chevreuse. Proxy's character is all alive and well. This is very, very unfortunate for Omeo. But a normal attack will do it. Proxy taking a game 2 here. Congratulations to Proxy.
Congratulations. Evening out the score here. Taking it into a game 3. I mean, that's about how I expected that matchup to go in the last time. So it really is so favored towards Crab, I think, because you have those from 2 different characters, whereas Chevreuse and Dea, as you saw in that matchup, were not really that effective.
Yeah, but I'm wondering what's going to happen going into Game 3, because this is our final game of the finals.
It is.
Season 5, 2024 Cattails Gathering North American Tournament.
Quite a trend. I feel like last Season 4, we also cut both the matches we casted also went into a Game 3. And so now we're also 2 more rounds into a Game 3. But let's jump into it.
Yeah, let's go. I'm really excited because, you know, this is Conquest format. However, it's not open deck list, so we don't know what's going to be played. It looks like Omeo's going to be running this Sino deck again, though.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm picking what essentially I think were the 2 best decks that people identify in this meta game. At least the 2 most common ones, where we had Sign Overload and that Kachin Whale deck as well. And really, you only need 2 decks in these best of 3s to play. So if you're really comfortable with both decks that you're playing, I think this is a strong choice for sure.
What is Proxy going to give us, though? I am very curious. Is it going to be... Wait, I thought Proxy already played Kazuha.
Yes, but he lost on the Kazuha deck, so he does have a chance to go back onto it.
He could play it again.
He could play it again. We'll have to see. Kazuha's kind of been hit or miss for Proxy. So I'm really excited to see what he chooses, because I mean it could be Whale as well. I know I don't know how well Kevin Zishak possibly is at playing Whale, but I'm sure he's practiced that matchup before. On the off chance it didn't get banned during Prince Cup.
I'm pretty surprised actually that Kazuha has been nervous. No, Proxy has succumbed to the Whale. Oh no.
Okay, so notable changes here. We have double Crown of Watatsumi instead of one of Ocean
double
Clan.
Wait, is it?
Wait, no. Right, this is oh my god. Yeah, this is Crown. 1 cost is Ocean Hue Clan. My bad, I think. Anyway, but also single Tada, which actually work out well. This is not a freeze matchup, but notably double Sir Arthur. That's actually interesting.
Sir Arthur is very interesting. I've only seen it played in that one game before.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, as someone that did not have the chance to play the Cat Tails Gathering tournaments this season, I was not able to keep up with the changes in the meta. I mostly heard from players it was whale everywhere.
Oh, and then Venti Leo in the chat also points out, yeah, it's gilded here, double gilded instead.
It is double gilded.
Playing 2 veterans, which is typical, which makes sense if you're trying to stack up those 3 costs. Looks like all the artifacts here are 3 costs. So Proxy with a little bit of a different take on this Kaching Well deck. So I'm interested to see how it plays out. We'll have to see if Sir Arthur copies anything useful. You know, there's a lot of cards in Omio's deck that Proxy can't use, right? Weapons don't do anything. Pyro-Res doesn't do anything. You're really looking just like at Wovens. You could steal your opponent's Tadars, I guess, but again, not really that prevalent in this matchup.
I'm very curious to see. I don't think I've ever seen. Have I seen Gilded played with whale before? I feel like that's
pretty new. Yeah, it's not typical.
Really
Again,
broad.
It's usually 2 crowns, Ocean Hue Clams, and then 2 veterans and 3 Marechaussee Hunters. But as we saw in Omio's playing of the whale, you know, you really want Marechaussee Hunter anyway. You really want to equip veterans. It's kind of like the consolation prize, but you never play it because you draw so many cards. So I kind of like this inclusion of Gilded Dreams where, well, if you're not going to play that artifact anyway, you might as well bring a 3 cost, and on the off chance Gilded does come up, it could be pretty good.
Yeah, but this is the last game of the finals here for the Cat Tails Gathering. Season 5, 2024. Who's going to take home the 1,000 USD? Will it be Proxy or will it be Omeo? Omeo taking game 1 in this finals, but Proxy potentially making a comeback with that game 2. It is really anyone's game to win.
Yeah, I mean, Whale, you know, Whale still or Kaching had that 100% ban rate, whereas Sinovolo didn't, so
Kaching has 100% ban rate.
Objectively the more scary deck, especially with a Serene opening here, as we see from Proxy side.
There is a question in chat by Avi. Who organizes this Cat Tails Gathering? So overall, Astra Carnival does, but for this one specifically, Astra is trusting their casters to host it in their own ways on their channel. They give us the materials, and Love and I decided that this format was best, where we just basically concentrate the viewership on his channel, because, you know, he runs this educational TCG channel for you guys, and he does all the setup. I'm very, very appreciative of his efforts, and it's honestly really cool to be here visiting in person. Just happened to overlap with the Cat Tails Gathering tournament.
Yeah.
It's totally unintentional.
But you do your own stuff, Leah. Where can people find out your stuff? You should plug your own things.
I do stream on Twitch at Windflower Leah. I stream like once a month, so don't expect too much there. And I also have a music channel at Cecilia Music on YouTube, where I sing in a lot of things. I put out my own covers, do collaborations. You'll frequently hear me singing on TMB's channel for different things. For example, I did the cover of Farina's demo song, which is at 4 million now. So
wow, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're a fan of Leah singing, drop them a hello in chat. As well, as we're watching this pretty closely. You know, normally on these casts we don't get a chance to monitor chat, but because we're kind of just chilling out, watching these final games play out.
Yeah, it's not really like, I never have chat open when I'm casting for Prince Cup tournaments. I'm always very, very focused on the cast itself and on my co-caster and on the games, etc., and what I have to be doing as play-by-play host. So, it's kind of interesting just having a more chill stream where we can read chat, answer questions, things like that. So
yeah, I really like the vibes here. I mean, hopefully we'll see what happens with season 6 if and when it does happen, where that is, because traditionally it does go on Astra Carnival's YouTube. Ooh, finally joined that Marechaussee Hunter off of that second Tamias. I think Proxy really digging for it.
Did Proxy's artifacts, 4 artifacts, all discounted by Tamias. Double Tamias, only one of them at 3 stacks though.
Yeah, we're most likely going to see that Marechaussee Hunter. That is the artifact you want to draw. And actually, hang on. Oh, yeah, so Proxy looked like they played the 1-cost Melusine that draws 2 event cards. I see a Pyro-Res and a Sumu-Res. Funnily enough, those are 2 cards that are in Omio's deck. So you could have gotten them from Omio's deck in other ways, but instead Proxy just decided to just generate them on the fly himself.
Are you sure that Proxy didn't just copy them though?
I believe a copy would have been a third card, and I haven't seen a third card. I believe that was the 2 event card Melusine.
Yeah, must be.
Nowhere to run.
But there we go. Sino's skill coming out from Omeo, applying the Electro onto Kuching, and yeah, Proxy's turn again. Really sitting on those 0-cost artifacts at the moment.
I think it's deciding which one to equip. Tuning the duplicate crown already. We're most likely going to see the Marashose equip. Oh, what is this? Double
Sword.
Ooh.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Well, no, I think more. Okay, you say wait on the swords. I just see all 2 3-cost. That's all I care about. Yeah, there we go.
They're
Just
probably
tuning the sword.
yeah, they're probably gonna get tuned. Okay.
I mean, that's
But
what you want.
Still.
So that's actually one of the better Melusines because there's so many 3-cost weapons. It's so consistent at giving you a story. We're going to see a really big whale burst. I think that's going to matter quite a bit in this matchup because not only do you want that damage to keep up with Sino, but that shield that you get from the whale burst is going to add up really quickly in this matchup.
Happy birthday, Leah. How long is Leah's birthday? Today is not my birthday. My birthday is in September. It was Blep's birthday though. So please say happy birthday to Blep as well. Thank you, chat.
Yes.
It actually
On
was his birthday. That's
Saturday.
why I'm here.
4 days ago now.
That's why I'm here. That's why Ting was here.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun on my birthday for sure. It's good seeing everyone again in person. Not at the Prince Cup for once.
Oh, that Sino with Electro application now is very spooky, I think, for Omeo.
Well, not as bad. Well,
Not as spooky.
not
not as spooky as having Electro application.
If Proxy had like a Signora that could use that Pyro Res, it would be very spooky. But unfortunately, no way to use the Pyro Resonance at this point.
Should have brought Signora.
Yeah. I mean, Layla Kaching Whale, maybe. Sorry, Signora Kaching Whale might be a thing. Look, the important thing is you have the broken character Kaching.
Yeah, happy birthday, everyone. that's great.
Thanks for the you know what? It's everyone in chat. It's your birthday today, so
Yeah, happy birthday, chat.
Happy birthday,
That's
chat.
why we're having this stream just for you guys.
Yeah.
As we prepare for Notlin. Who's excited for Notlin? I actually haven't had a chance to look at everything being brought. Both in terms of like the main game and the new cards in Genius Invocation TCG. But when I get home later this week, I will be very excited to stream everything. So if there's anything you guys are looking forward to in particular, I would be interested in hearing in chat while we're waiting for Proxy to decide what to do.
Yeah, as he tends to do. I mean, very important decisions here to be made. I think he really wants to avoid getting the overload reaction right now. I think he's wondering, does Omeo have quick swap? We know he has 2 of them. So I think if Proxy most likely is going to go over to Layla, but may get punished by a double woven quick swap here from the side of Omeo, but maybe not going to get baited.
Tuning! So much tuning happening! We need to feed the whale. The whale's hungry.
Gotta feed the whale. The whale's always hungry. Yeah.
The whale came to Fontaine to feed off all of the people there. And then was basically shut down, kicked out by Skirk. And Child.
Yeah.
So,
I guess Skirk did the balance changes for this patch.
That's pretty funny. That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, she wrote the balance changes, finally decided to send Whale back home. Because yeah, really after this version, you know, if you're not aware of the balance changes, they did get published. I have a community post if you want to read over my thoughts. But essentially, Whale HP, as you saw just now, you will no longer gain that HP right when you tune the cards and devour those cards. You have to wait until the end of the round. So if it was after the balance, Whale would only be at 5 HP right now, and you have to wait until the next round before getting up to 11, which makes it so much more vulnerable.
I think it's still playable though.
It is, but we also reduced the damage cap again, so now Whale's maximum hit is 4. It started at 6, we went down to 5, and now we're down to 4.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's quite a significant nerf.
It is, yeah. I mean, I think just having the HP in the first place is already so huge. You have, like, interactions like with Marshall, say Hunter, and Veterans Visage, and things like that, that also make it, pretty strong. It's not just the damage buff on the E or the skill.
The interaction between the Marashose and Veterans in Charge artifacts and that max HP gain being healing is one of the things that really drives this Whale deck, because it's just extra card draw, extra dice, and then just extra more things to eat.
More things equals more good, in the words of Sumi, who is not here, unfortunately.
No. We'll have to see what Proxy has to do here. Did it draw a second Serene? Oh. There goes that Pyres, the most useless card in his deck right now.
What do you mean? It's not useless. Oh, Omeo needs it. Wait, two pizzas.
Whoa.
2 pizzas?
Who ordered 2 pizzas?
Whichever Melocene just got played did.
Oh, no, the food Melocene, I believe, is Serene. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think it actually is Serene.
I think I remember it being Serene. That's the one that I know. Really
yeah, because Lutein is the other food Melocene, and the reason why it's plus or minus 2 HP is because Lutein prepares Melocene specialties, which could be harmful to you, but Serene knows that people don't necessarily want to eat Melocene specialties, and much prefer mushroom pizza.
That definitely is one of my favorite facts about the Melocene. Really, it's one of the more fun cards to watch as well. Unfortunately, not one that's been played. We know Proxy has a bad track record with Lutein as well. If you haven't watched Game 1 of the
Okay,
finals.
listen, is it Proxy having a bad track record, or is it Ting cursing him with his good luck?
Could be both. So I wonder if we're gonna see those either 1 or 2 pizzas tuned here. I actually kind of like, I kind of like tuning Sumirez, keeping a pizza, because you can play pizza on Whale and just heal and trigger Maracose Hunter. Like, that's actually insane.
I guess that's what we're gonna do. Looks like there's a Sunyata in Proxy's hands now. Are we going to Sunyata away the... not the Junior Zod, probably the Dwarf, but maybe not yet. Maybe not yet.
We'll probably save that Sunyata until the hand is a little empty. You're not short on cards to tune for Whale Food. The only thing Proxy needs to decide right now is how much to tune and whether he can safely be on Whale after using skill on Chevrolet here, or if he chooses to use skill on Chevrolet here. But Whale Sing at 13 is pretty healthy for at least a 1 hit.
There is a comment in chat saying it would be so cool if we had character signature dishes in TCG from Mini Monster 618, and honestly would be. Like, imagine if you had like the special versions of that dish if you have that character in your deck.
Oh, it's kind of like a talent, except it's like a food talent?
You can only have it in your deck if you have that character.
Okay, I like that.
Or like maybe it gets upgraded.
Yeah.
Like if you bring an egg and you Bennett, it's like...
I can see that. So he heals like an egg to 2 maybe instead of 1.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. Thank you.
What do you mean, thank you?
Well, I'm thanking the person in chat that made that idea. Not you. So we saw Sunyata being played there onto Mayas. No, I guess because Proxy tuned, I think, both Ocean Clams and the Gilded, or maybe the Gilded's not catching, they're no longer needing that Timaeus at all. Oh, this is going to be a pretty good turn. Both Central Laboratory ruins now. It's going to generate a ton of dice this round. How long has Proxy been playing his turn? I feel like we've been here a while. We've gone over several topics, and I think all this time it's been Proxy's turn.
So, this is a thing. I remember Staffa was the first one to comment on this. It's like, even though there's no stall decks in the game, you can take so many actions in your turn and extend the timer by playing cards. That basically games last as long as stall games, even if they only go to like 3 or 4 rounds, because there's just so much going on in each round.
Yeah, you know who said that? I said that. That was the thing I was saying the whole time. It wasn't...
No, Staffa said it before the live tournament started. Yeah.
No, I said it before the live tournament started. No, that was me.
Okay, well, it was probably a coincidence because
it was not a coincidence.
Were you in touch with Staffa?
Wow. No, but I'm pretty sure I was the one that said that first. Wow.
Okay, well...
Unbelievable. I am... My own words are just
Blab, Staffa, Sumi, and I were all saying that, basically, and I don't know who came up with it first.
I did. I know who came up with it first. That was me. That was my observation to make. Wow.
Okay, it was Blab's observation. He can have credit for it. You're welcome.
Okay, we finally see a turn go back to Omeo now after swapping over to Layla. Because Proxy's deciding that he's done enough on Whale. He's gonna offer up Layla potentially for a 1-hit kill here because of Pyres woven with Sino Talent is gonna be 10 damage. We do have a Gambler in Omeo's hands, so he can actually go for it. I think he
time to get down to business.
Nope, not gonna do it.
NTT says, "Oh my God, Will ate all the Melosines." No.
Well, Will didn't eat the Melosines. He ate the things the Melosines.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, when you use a Melosine card, you're not eating it, right? You're playing it for the Melosine to help you. You get that. You're eating the.
I don't know. I think the all-devouring narwhal is eating everything.
Okay. Sometimes you occasionally eat a Melosine, but it's like not the primary food for the whale. But sometimes in the feast that goes into whale, a Melosine slips in here and there.
I don't support this. Down with Will! Down with Will! Proxy, how dare you play Will?
I guess Omeo did play it first, so...
Speaking of Omeo, okay, so this is not- I'm sorry, this is not related to the game, but look at the profile picture of Layla. I keep staring at it again. She's so cute. So just
cute.
like nibbling on like a little heart.
Mm-hmm.
So cute!
The cuteness isn't going to do anything in the face of the all-devouring narwhal.
Look at that Quagsire waving in the camera, like just like the blankest stare ever. Just like no emotions. Does not care if the cute Layla goes down in this finals match.
Let's move after meeting Kevin Z in real life, we can say that it is 100% accurate to how he looks in real life. He was wearing a costume on camera, but when he's off camera, he looks exactly like that.
Don't make me laugh too hard.
Oh,
wow. Also, my phone died. Can I steal your chat?
Yeah, you can steal my chat.
It's on like 2%. It's gonna die any second.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm later.
Okay.
Later. But I'm stealing the chat. Now I'm watching the chat from Bleph's account.
Okay, don't say anything controversial. Why did I give you that
Oh my god. Controversial. Okay, everyone look at the chat.
Oh,
I'm saying something.
Oh, no.
I'm saying anything controversial.
What have I done?
What have you done?
What have I done?
You gave me permission, that's what you've done.
Leave my phone. Unbelievable. Ooh. Alright, I mean, we can see, so, despite, the Sinotech being so aggressive, we see exactly, whoa!
We see
Shepherd's Bullet being played.
Overcharged ball being played.
I don't know if I agree with that. I really feel like Omeo had an opportunity to take out Layla, go over to Sino and trigger Gamblers. Unfortunately, again, not during Drill. I think that's really one of, the reasons why Omeo's struggled so much on the Sino deck is he's really failed to draw Drill in both games.
Look at this! Every time Proxy tunes 3 cards, it gets 2 Omni Dice. This is, fricky. It's fricky. Is anyone going to match Proxy's fricky?
Well, that's certainly a sentence.
That's a good reference. Wait, you don't know the reference?
No.
Anyone gonna match my freak? Okay, never mind.
No.
You don't know that?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
No, maybe I'm too old.
Okay, I'm sure chat knows.
Chat probably knows. I am a lot older than people think I am. Oh. Yeah, I mean, okay, it's kind of crazy that Omeo's down to 8 HP across his entire team, and that's less than half of Whale's HP.
Kuchin going for that burst does not matter if Omeo swaps off of Shevers, because the piercing damage takes her out anyway, and now with both of their characters on 4 HP, Sino with that Electro Aura, this is not looking good for Omeo.
No, this is almost certainly over, even if, I think Omeo's just going to go for the skill here, just try and get some damage, but the Overload is going to send them over to Whale, who is fully charged at this point. Okay, the Lotus will protect, but...
Goodbye, Kuching!
I will not.
Goodbye,
The
Kuching.
scariest character of the Kuching deck has fallen. 100% ban rate,
Yeah,
Kuching.
Proxy definitely in a losing position now, losing his signature character for the deck. The most banned character in the game. But what can Omeo do? Really nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what Omeo can do here. Even with the Lotus on Sino, it is just a matter of time.
Oh wow.
Proxy's just floating through it.
Yeah, well the Lotus does, the Lotus is not going to let him take out Sino anyway, and I think you don't want to skill. If you skill here, you'll trigger a laboratory.
And you can't do anything with those dice, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pointless. So yeah, this is going to be a Proxy has turned prio going into next round. And now, Omeo really can't do anything except swap off of Sino, or, I mean, you could overload.
I think
there's no point.
Well, okay, yeah, it's gonna be an overload.
There's no point.
There's no point. It's done. I mean, this is why Whale is so dominant. This is why it has such a high ban rate, even over the Sign Overload deck.
Yeah, the Woven swap onto Dea is probably the best thing Omeo can do, but unfortunately, Proxy is going to have all the resources in the world going into next round.
Exactly. Not even needing those Sir Arthurs. I really would have liked to see the Sir Arthurs being played, but I guess not even needing it at this point. Wait, is that a third? Oh, I didn't realize. One of the Central Laboratory ruins is off of Senyata. He hasn't drawn all of them yet. He just drew a third one. This is like a Whale high roll.
Is somebody gonna match Proxy's Fricky?
Well, Omeo literally cannot. A double Vanessa as well. Okay.
I know. Actually has the 3. Double Vanessa. You don't even need Sir Arthur. Sir Arthur's just watching.
At this point, okay, hopefully Proxy does this quicker than last round, because he definitely has the win right now. Between all of those dice that he generated, the second Central Laboratory ruins, and whatever that Serene card is, we are most likely going to see a quick swap onto Whale, and just 2 skills to finish the game. And really, there's nothing Omeo can do about this.
One more tune gets 2 more Omni dice.
Tuning another Melusine, probably again the companion one, the one that is the hardest to use here.
This is so unfortunate. Like, even if Proxy just stays on Layla right now, which you don't have to, you just go Whale and skill. Like, why do you care anymore? Yeah, there's just really nothing Omeo could do.
Yeah, you should go to Whale and skill. I mean, the other thing you can do is play both Vanessas. Okay, the only way that Proxy will lose this game is if he somehow miscalculates how many cards he has available to tune, and he runs out of usable die because he tuned too quickly. That is a risk. That if you don't have enough experience playing the deck, you will.
Just play Countdown.
You can't just play Countdown. Yeah,
just,
okay.
Just play the Countdown. Look, now we have cards. No, but now we can't too.
Well, now we have. That's what Vanessa's there for.
Oh yeah, you double Vanessa. Then you
Yeah,
just tune
Vanessa. Ironically, using this card to unfix your dice, which is the craziest thing. Oh, another Countdown. We can go again. So here's Vanessa.
Well, do you want to though? Like, what's the point?
You probably don't want to. I think you just quick swap over to Whale now. Yeah,
Goodbye, Serene. Wait. Sitaria?
It's Sitaria! Wait. Can we do the funny and just like empty our hand and play Sitaria?
I think you could. Well, yeah, you could play Double Vanessa and do that. Wait.
How long does Proxy want to prolong Omeo's suffering here?
I think Proxy wants another top right.
I mean, we'll see. It's very Omeo at this point has been waiting for quite some time. I don't know how many cards are even left in Proxy's deck. Maybe Countdown here, and maybe not even having enough cards to draw. But I don't think we're going to see a second one. You know, there aren't enough dice right now, and that's going to be Proxy's biggest limitation. Most likely, yeah, there goes that tune of the Countdown. Wow, look at that Whale.
Look at that Whale, indeed. 20 health right now.
No, we're not going to be able to get Whale up above 30, which is an entire team of characters.
I mean, Proxy could.
No, there's not enough cards, unfortunately. Or fortunately for Omeo. But at this point, it doesn't matter.
Well, you already tuned into Sir Arthur's. You can't copy anything.
This is like the part of that Whale boss fight where like it kind of floats away and you can't do anything yet, but then you just see it like slowly like coming at you with its mouth agape and is about to swallow you.
Don't worry, Skirk is on her way as we speak, going to clean this Whale up. So unsightly. What do you mean there's a character 17 HP, 20? Like, what?
It's technically at 25 because it's already taken 8 points of damage.
Its max health is 25 currently. Can you believe that, chat? Can you believe that?
And seeing is believing. It is right here in front of us. Proxy's still taking their time, though. Again, it's very possible he can make a mistake here. He's thinking if there's anything that can punish him with a quick swap onto Whale. I don't think there is. I feel like it's like 100% safe to just go Whale here. Okay, he's gonna keep tuning. Tuning Cryo, though. Is he actually gonna stay on Leyland and skill? I think that's a little bit BM. Okay. Oh, a slow swap.
A little bit BM. I don't think Proxy had to do any of this.
Yeah.
I mean, so I guess there is a world where Proxy's Whale could still be sniped, even at like 17 HP or something.
Yes.
So that is fair.
Yeah, we'll probably see okay, so looking at Proxy's hand, I think he calculated that exactly. so that he could tune the last 0-cost cards in his hand for 3 more HP at will, putting him at 25, which actually, no, then Whale would be a full team. Wow, okay, we're in for something here.
You don't even need to play Vanessa.
Yeah, Omio's down in a tough spot, obviously. You know, Daya skill not able to apply Pyro, which would really be the only thing that could get him out of it, but even a Sino, I don't think Sino's equipped to take on Whale.
Tough spot is an understatement. I really don't know what you're supposed to do here if you're Omeo.
You were meant to concede a couple of rounds ago, I think.
I think there's a reason why Kevin Z is currently having a watch party for these matches.
There's the normal attack.
Oh my gosh. Will is just... Okay, chat, if you played in this Catskills gathering, whether it was NA, EU, or Asia, how many times did you encounter Whale? How many times did you not encounter Whale? Maybe that's a better question.
Or if you played Whale yourself. Maybe
Yeah, did you play Whale?
Whale player.
Was everything Whale mirrors? I have to know.
Whale mirrors, I think, are really miserable, though. I don't think we've ever seen one just yet. Surprisingly, I would have managed to avoid it so far.
I done messed up.
Ready to
Here
do
we
my
go. Daya falls. Sino is out. And what are we even gonna do here? There is the Lotus. It is not gonna do anything for Omeo at all. The skill taking Whale down to 10, but it doesn't matter because that last card gives... What? 25 plus 5.
That's
Whale
30.
is a full team. That is 30 total HP for the Whale.
Yeah, but of course, Kaching really carries this game quite hard, and is really the star of the deck, and not Whale. Not as you might think, but congratulations to Proxy!
Congratulations to Proxy, also known as Kevin Z. You've won 1,000 USD for winning the Catskills Gathering 2024 Season 5 America Finals. I don't know what to say other than that, you know, the new patch is coming and Whale won't be a problem anymore.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the new card. So, if you haven't been following up, we have 3 new character cards coming. I believe we have Femine to round out the Fatui siblings, and we also have Shenyun.
Yes, Shenyun.
And then finally the High Rogue.
The Rogues are so cool lore-wise because it's like they're not aligned with any faction. They're just kind of like wandering.
Oh, I guess they're not. Yeah.
No, you should go read the lore in the archives.
I'm too busy. Not playing TCG these days, but yeah. We also have a brand new card type, which are techniques. Which we don't want to get into the weeds on those, but they're adding a brand new card type. We haven't really seen one since Arcanes were introduced in the game so long ago, but yeah, there's gonna be a new way to play the game, and it's gonna be really interesting. Oh! I was wondering if this would happen during the stream. Hello. Here's one of the cats of the Academy here, making an appearance on stream for the first time. Say hello, chat. This is Seuss, one of my resident doctors in the Academy here. The other one is asleep upstairs.
Is it picking?
Yeah, it's picking up. It's really good. Don't get on the table, though.
Hey, Seuss. Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss.
Oh.
Dr. Seuss.
So Leah's about to get replaced by a cat here momentarily.
Look, there's shortbread. No! I don't know if Dr. Seuss can really have anything. Anyway, someone asked for the cat cam, and here's the cat cam.
Here it is.
So this is Dr. Seuss. You want to talk about cat names? Because I think they're amazing, but it's up to you.
Yeah, we have 2 cats. One is Seuss, which you're seeing on camera. The other is Peppa, and they're both doctors.
And they're both doctors.
Yeah, think about it. Anyway. Anything to say about our TCG matches today, Leah, to round us out?
I had a whale of a time.
We did have a whale of a time. I had a super time.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I had a super time, and I'm sure everyone did as well, but I guess that's it from us. Yeah, we've been here quite a while. You know, we have a nice afternoon of sunshine to enjoy, as you might be able to see peeking behind the curtains. But had a lot of fun, as always, on this cast.
Yeah, it's nice to cast in person. I mean, it's just been nice to come visit you, so thank you for hosting me here.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you guys liked this, I don't know if it would ever be feasible in the future, but maybe if the stars align, we could set this up again for whatever things we're doing, but
yeah, this is definitely, you know, as always, I always look forward to the live events, so being able to create one in person is always quite...
Oh yeah, super whale time.
Super
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
You
yeah.
finally got it? You
Yeah,
finally got it?
I understand. Okay.
Oh, now I am being blocked. Okay.
You're not actually being blocked.
No, I'm not being
You're not being blocked at all.
I'll take a picture of the setup a little bit later, but I have my streaming laptop all the way over there, out of the way here, as we have our little table here. But yeah, had a ton of fun. You know, looking forward to the new version and new patch. So look out for more stuff.
Yeah, it's been
out?
great. Yeah, so my name is Leah, also known as Windflower Leah, and I will be streaming Notlin later this week. If you want to join me, you should be playing the Archon quest and maybe having a stream exploring the new TCG cards at some point. But you can catch me over on Twitch at Windflower Leah or on Twitter. And that's it from me, and we're here with...
And this has been Blep. I probably won't be streaming, so go watch Leah for the opening games. But it's been a lot of fun. We'll see.
It's been a lot of fun. See you next time.
And I can't even see.
You can't even see the thing.
I can't even see the thing. Now it's goodbye.